Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen, right here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly. I use he and him as my pronouns, and folks, I am very excited to be going back into the world of Kryn tonight, but I'm also very sleepy, so I'm gonna have some coffee while we talk. Hope you don't mind. Oh, it is the blood of the earth. Hello everybody, we're going to be hopping into game tonight as we proceed in our adventure toward the Temple of Paladine. I am very excited to be getting back into this because we're getting into a really exciting part of the module, and there's some really great stuff I have for tonight. But before we do that, we should probably say hello to the cast. Let's go around in a big circle and say hello, starting with Christine. Hi, Christine.
Hello, I am Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I get to play Kelara Vingard, our human cleric of Mystical.
Over in the corner, we've got Godfrey.
Nobody puts Godfrey in the corner. I'm always in the corner. Hi, it's Chris here. I use he, him, or they pronouns, and just playing Godfrey Highvalor, the wannabe Knight of Slamnia.
Nice. Down beneath you, we've got Riz. Or we got Robin.
Hi. Riz is just borrowing Robin, I guess. Hi, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns. I'm gen gamer in the chat, and I am playing Rizira Moonbrush, our excuse me again. Oh, I got the hiccups a little bit. Our swashbuckling Kinder rogue, who now officially can use her magic initiative. Initiate.
You can't add your spellcasting modifier to initiative, Riz.
I was going to say your initiative number is already magical enough.
I have an idea for a new class. But speaking of another classy person, unless Robin, do you have any more you want to throw in there?
No, I'm except for game.
All right, good. All right, over to Cal, who's wearing his pretty snazzy robe.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cal. I am Neo Cal in the chat, and I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Aurontiros Caladon, the Qualinesti elf bard from the College of Lore, who is also a fancy new white mage.
It's true. And speaking of the other mage in the group, let's go and say hi, Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Hazeal Nightgranite, our dwarven lunar sorcerer, who is now officially a red mage. She's worked so hard for this and gotten so far, and it probably won't matter in the end.
It'll totally matter.
But she also uses she, her pronouns, and I'm Achille Daniels in the chat.
Nice. All right, folks. Before we begin, I just want to say thank you because for the 6th month in a row, I believe, maybe 7th. God, it's been a long time. We're basically engaged. So I got to say thank you to our partner in crime, Bookwyrm Games, our sponsor for tonight. Folks, this is Dragonlance, which means there are plenty of dragons around, and that includes you dice dragons. And I'm calling you right now to appreciate all 168 plus different types of dice at Bookwyrm Games. They've got resin dice, they've got metal, liquid core, even actual gemstones. Can you believe it? You can get dice bags that'll hold your hoard and dice trays to keep rolling it safely. Not only that, but you can get some fantastic things to engage all your senses, like candy diced, theme-scented candles. They also are releasing their first line of tea right now. They also have a 5-set mystery box, even mystical item monthly subscriptions with fun surprises inside, familiars, potion necklaces, and more. If you use code DORKTALES, you'll save 10% on checkout. Happy adventuring. And if you are a dungeon master, here's a tip between us. Having a module to run and having something ready for your players is not always easy, which is why having Bookwyrm Games' very own quest chest is a fantastic thing to have on hand. They just ran a tremendous Kickstarter that made 5 of these things, and let me tell you about them. They are fully system agnostic modules that can be ran with basically any system that you want. They come with all sorts of things in them, like wax sealed letters, metal coins, candles, actual tea, all that serve the narrative. There's also narrated voiceover and music to set the scene. You can give your players ciphers to uncover, puzzles to decode, and tons of enjoyment for everyone. You can get the first 2 games right now over at bookwyrmgames.com, or you can be a late backer over at Kickstarter for the Quest Chest on Kickstarter. To do that, go to questchest.info today to learn more. Thank you to Bookwyrm Games. You guys are awesome, and we love having you as a sponsor. Go support them and support the channel. Tonight's brought to you by Bones Coffee, because I'm very, very tired. Use code DorkTales to save 20% off your order. Tonight, I'm drinking From Dusk Till Donuts, the jelly donut flavored jelly donut coffee. It's the only thing keeping me alive.
How is that one?
It's really good. It's really good. It definitely feels like a late night diner kind of coffee. You know? Like, it's pretty good. I really want Bookwyrm Games to start doing coffee. So I know you guys are doing tea. And some of us are tea people. We should talk about doing some taste tests, because, like, Petite Medic's a huge tea person. So, like, we'll talk about that. But when you guys start doing, like, more coffee, I want you to give me a call. Like,
so much tea.
So much tea.
So much.
So much tea.
It's beautiful.
So much tea.
How many drawers are dedicated to tea?
There's a big, deep drawer that's dedicated, and there's also I think 2 or 3 other containers in different places around the house. We don't have a lot of space either, but it's wonderful. It so much.
Nice. All right, so that's not even including all the coffee she has. All right, so folks, we're going to be hopping into the game right now. Last reminder before we begin is that in 2 weeks' time, it is going to be, in 3 weeks' time, thankfully. Whew, we got an extra week. On the 18th, 19th, and 20th. I guess that is only 2 weeks. Wow, time is... This month's cramped. So the 18th, 19th, and 20th, we are going to have Extra Life, where we are running 14 games over 3 days to raise money for the BC Children's Hospital and the Children's Miracle Network. On the whole, we've got 28 players coming from all sorts of different streams, tons of Dork Tales people, but tons of familiar faces from around the Twitchiverse and YouTube space. So please come out and help us raise money for kids. Even if you don't have much money to donate, please... just having you there to view would be fantastic. Also, a reminder that all those donations are tax deductible, and they 100% go to Extra Life in the BC Children's Hospital / Children's Miracle Network. So it's a great cause. We do it because it's one of the reasons the channel got started, and because kids should have okay lives, we think, because we were once children as well. Also, the BC Children's Hospital actually is responsible for several of our players being alive. So we're kind of pretty thankful. But anyway, that's what I have there. Anybody else have anything they want to announce before we begin? All right. So without further ado, let's get ready to hop into Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen right here on Dork Tales. Last time on Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen, Hazeal and Aurontiros entered their test of high sorcery. It was there that they encountered a vision of time travel, of the city being destroyed. However, they not only survived the test, but passed with flying colors, each being bestowed with a gift of magic, as well as their robes of high sorcery. The rest of the party watched in wonderment as their party members and illusory copies of themselves battled strange phantasms. When it was over, the ancient elven mage bid you well, let you sleep the night off, and then you headed out into the city. Looking at her maps, you were able to see that the Temple of Paladine was located to the northwest of the city, and so you headed out that way. You didn't get far, though, before a message came across the far gap. Shortly after, you watched Lord Soth himself, astride a purple-flamed demonic dragon made of bone and cataclysmic fire, rise to the sky and fly south toward Darrett and the troops. The message across the far gap was simple. We're retreating, tactically. We think we'll be fine. Do what you have to do. We'll keep them distracted as much as we can. And with that, you prepared to make your way across the City of Lost Names. which is where we're going to begin tonight. It has only been a few minutes since that fateful call over the far gap. And you are planning a route. Now, the sides of this crater in which the City of Lost Names exists is deep. To climb it would require climbing gear. Nearly 60, 70, 80, 100 feet tall on some sides of the cliffs. You feel like you are in ancient, cupped hands. And as you look around, you can hear the sound of monsters, of draconians, of other creatures moving in the shadows. It's day at this point. None of you will have any trouble seeing, especially those of you without dark vision. But there is tension. No matter what, there's a low-lying haze of dust and cloud here in the city, obscuring the sun, making everything sticky. And yet, the dust still cloys at your throat, threatening to make you cough at the worst moments. And with that, you continue through the city. Can I get an athletics check off of everyone?
Well, I'll try.
Okay. I'm looking for a 14.
I got
30.
exactly 14.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. 11 got a 16.
I had not decided if I was going to use determination, but since you said you were looking for it, I guess I won't use it. I got a 12.
I was gonna say, as you were saying, I'm looking for a 14. My die rolled to a stop at 12, and I add 1.
Okay.
So I think I will also use my determination for a change.
I'll allow you to use your determination if you want, Robin. It's fine.
Oh, you will? Okay, cool. I will use my determination then.
All right, sounds good. You got to get rid of that somehow, right? Okay. And Aurontiros, what'd you get?
17 on that roll.
17? Good job, buddy. That's pretty rare for you.
Yeah. He's been doing those squats that
You
the
have.
team has been recommending.
It's all in the confidence. And that robe gives you the confidence.
It's true.
The one streak ends here, folks.
The city is in ruins. Looking around, you can see that most of the buildings are not intact. Many of the domes have collapsed, and as you're glancing around, you can see that, hell, the buildings here are immense. Some of them domed, others are tall, cylindrical spires that used to reach toward the heaven like grasping hands. As you pass nearby one of these immense domes, you'll see that the top 10 floors of one of these cylindrical towers has snapped off like a dry twig and plunged like a spear through the tip of this dome, sticking out of it like an arrow out of a stag's heart. The going is tough, and every block feels like it takes 10, 20 minutes to pass. At times, the broken ground rises 10, 15 feet higher than it does on the other side of the street, where the fault from the crash of the city has split the road and lifted it high. It takes quite a bit of grit and determination and help from your friends, Kelara, Riz, but you're going to be able to keep pace. But it is tiring work, making your way across the city. As you do so, you are going to make your way up. There are a number of bridges that still lie intact, spanning these ancient chasms, these 50-foot drops into mountain gullies, sharp, craggy pits. However, Aurontiros, you and Rizira and Kelara from your vantage points, when you manage to climb up and look, are going to see that the nearest bridges to the south appear to have troop movements on them. You can see the tips of spears walking back and forth across the bridge in regimented rows. And so it's decided that the best way would be to try to forage north, around some of the collapses. And so, you spend the first 2 hours of your day working that direction. As you round a corner, an ancient aqueduct, still partially standing, casts a deep shadow over this strangely sun-blasted clearing. About half of it is collapsed. And as you approach, is anybody here proficient in nature or survival?
Survival.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have survival.
Make me a survival roll if you're proficient with it.
23.
23?
Let me just zoom in to see what the heck my thing is. 28.
28. As you approach part of the aqueduct, you're going to see that there is a little bit of water dribbling down. It looks like the ancient aqueducts that once connected the city are no longer intact, but the row, like the actual collection of the aqueduct, is still running up to the side of the mountain. And it looks like it's been collecting a little bit of rainwater. It's probably safe to drink if you want any.
I will point it out to the others.
You sure it's safe? Levin asks.
I
think
mean,
so.
we have those beads of water, don't we?
We do, but only a couple each. And I think actually Godfrey might have gotten rid of his, or given his to someone.
Okay, well, at the very least, we should probably mark where this place is in case we need to come back.
Yeah, no harm in having a drink. How's everyone holding up? Do we need a short break?
No,
I'm doing all right.
I'm doing pretty good. Also, I forgot to. I'm going to roll my d6 for the Wand of Magic Missiles because we had a long rest, so I can recharge that.
Sure.
All right, it's 3 charges back.
Aurontiros, what are you doing during this? A bit of the aqueduct has collapsed if you want to go take a sit. Like, you could sit atop it. It's just like this length, almost like a concrete barrier. It's a nice rectangle that's fallen.
And let's go check that out.
Okay. Can you make me a wisdom save?
Oh, save.
Yes, please.
Wisdom, you say?
Wisdom.
Am I allowed to use determination on...
On saves? Yeah, you are.
16.
16?
Including the determination.
Okay. You are going to go take a breather and sit down on side of the collapsed side of the aqueduct. And as you do, you're going to glance down and see a skeleton leering up at you from where it was crushed from the hips down by this falling aqueduct many centuries ago. It grins up at you eyelessly. And you almost you feel like a moment of shriek rise up and manage to push it back down. And as you're looking down, you'll see that this skeleton is holding a dagger in its hand. There's something carved into the cobblestones next to its face in Istarian.
Not raising his voice as to draw attention, will go and find Hazeal and just kind of quietly mention, well, no, everyone, not just Hazeal,
Mhm.
and quietly mention if any of you are all right with seeing the grisly visage of death.
Oh,
There's something around the corner here that... Oh, well, yes, follow Rizira.
Did you have to phrase it like that? You know she can't resist.
So Rizira, you'll see that there's a skeleton that looks like it was crushed from the lower back down and probably starved to death underneath this aqueduct. The skeleton is laying face down and carved something in a language you don't read into the cobblestones next to them. The dagger they're holding is silver, with an ornate handle and a ruby in the pommel.
Rizira's gonna grab for the dagger.
Okay. You're going to be able to pry it off. A couple of the bones are going to snap away like tinder twigs. But they're not going to hold on to the dagger.
Oh, sorry there. Didn't mean to break your bones. That's quite disrespectful. Probably starved. That's no fun. Too bad that building could have ended your suffering quicker.
Hazeal will make her way over as well.
Sounds good. Riz, are you putting the dagger in your bag, or are you putting it like on your belt? What are you doing with it?
Oh, yeah, she'll probably put it on her belt. She's like, oh, this is pretty cool. She'll probably put it on her belt.
Okay. Sounds good.
Hazeal.
Hazeal. Yeah, you should. Hazeal,
Yeah.
as you approach, you'll be able to read the writing on the ground immediately. We deserved this.
What does it say?
It says we deserve this. Not sure what he scratched it with though. There's no like tool here, but maybe somebody took it.
Oh, this? Riz will hold out the dagger.
Oh, there was a... Yes.
I figured he wasn't using it.
It's a rather decadent looking...
Doesn't it?
Were you able to see us watch you get disintegrated? Because you touched something? I don't want to see that again. So be careful, please.
Or in the very least, let me hold on to your things if you get disintegrated.
What?
Because all of your things will get disintegrated alongside you. So if I hold on to your
Riz
cool
is
stuff,
having an existential crisis at the fact that she's careless and it's affecting her friends. Riz is like,
How about no disintegrations all around, and all of us try to stick together a little bit more.
I agree.
I see that my joke has not landed.
sorry, no, I'm processing. I'm processing my actions. on
Perhaps
other
next
people.
time.
I'm gonna try and just grab some of the fresh water and just have a drink before moving on.
Sounds good. It's cool to the taste, and as you take a taste of it, you're standing near enough to the aqueduct right now, and it ran a bit low. You're going to hear something echo, and so will Kelara from where you're standing. It's some voices. Just to the northeast of here. Kind of, it looks like they're arguing, but you can't make out what they're saying. It's not in common.
Clara's gonna try and wave at the others and make this the quiet sign.
Buwan, that's about the height of the They bark at each other.
What's happening?
I think there's People talking.
My passive perception of 11. I'm like, what? What's going on?
Right?
Actively try and listen, see if I speak the language.
Do you speak Astarian?
No.
All right. You make me an insight check.
Insight, nice. Where's insight? That'll be a 19, sir.
19? Okay, so with a 19, it just seems like bickering. It seems like almost like haggling. It's like, if you had to put it from one of your experiences, it's the type of shit talking that soldiers give each other, or that people who work together in customer service jobs give each other.
I don't think it's anything serious, but I don't even know what language it is. Shall we ignore it and move on, or try and get a closer look?
Should probably try and know what it is. Because it
Agreed.
could be army.
Did it sound
We'll
like
send our
Draconians?
ambassador. Sneak
Sir.
up to them.
What was that, Hazel?
I asked if it sounded like Draconians.
You don't think so?
I don't think it sounded like them. Our ambassador.
Everyone's speaking the old language that you know, Hazel. I don't know where my accent is. There it is. Why don't you see if you can understand it?
Yeah, I can give it a shot. Can I hear it from where?
Make me a
Godfrey is,
perception
or
roll.
should I- Yeah.
I'm going to pull out a one of those ear horns for old people
I'll allow it.
and hand it to Hazel.
I was gonna say I rolled a 10 to match my passive perception of 11 with my rolled perception of 11.
Okay, so you can kind of hear some voices in the distance, but you can't really make anything out. You think one of them says the word cheater?
Maybe something about cheating. Cheater, cheat.
Something
How is
about
that?
eating
How's that
pumpkins.
conjugated?
Maybe
Cheating.
a couple of soldiers
Cheater.
playing a card game.
Are these soldiers speaking
Not if they're
Ishtari?
speaking Astarian.
Astari.
But they
Are there
haven't been.
ghosts?
They've been speaking.
Rizira, go sneak up on the ghosts.
Okay.
Make me a stealth roll.
What happened to sticking together?
Do.
Don't worry, our ambassador is on it.
That's only a 15.
A 15? Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll
so
use
you
my
rolled-
determination.
You throw your
Make it
determination in?
17. Yeah, 17.
Yeah,
Nope,
passive
18. I don't know. I'm used to lower level characters apparently right now. What am I about?
I know, right?
So we're at
Okay, so
3, so
you are going
18.
to crouch and sneak up, and you'll find this ancient shop. It looks like maybe a liquor shop. And as you approach, you can hear a couple of voices bickering, 3 of them actually. You can hear a feminine voice saying, like this language you don't understand.
No, playing Zelda right now.
You're playing, yeah, or The Sims, right? So as
The
you
Sims,
approach, as you peek up, you are going to see an Astarian woman dressed to the nines with kind of like this blonde haircut that makes you think she's demanding to see a manager
Oh god.
who is transparent and arguing with a rather plump, ruddy-faced ghost in the center of it is a bearded with these like braided, bowed curls in his beard, trying to keep the peace between the two of them. And if you want to make me an insight roll to try to like figure out some of the language, you can.
Yeah, sure. Oh my goodness, my dice need a exorcism. That's a 6 plus 10 is a 16.
Level 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you get the sense that they are arguing over the price of wine or spirits. You think that you're getting the sense that from the body language of the three ghosts, the man with the braided beard is probably the spectral Karen's husband, and is trying to like prevent her from mauling the other man to death. Who is holding his hands up in supplication, but still trying to present like a firm front. Hey man, it's not my fault that you, you know, if you wanted to return it, you probably shouldn't have drank it and opened it, etc. That's the vibe you're getting.
Yeah, okay. I think Riz will sneak back. Do you want me to roll again?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Riz will sneak back. Yeah, so there's 3 ghosts in it by a shop. One of them seems to be demanding to see the manager about price of wine, I think. So they're just having a ghostly argument.
That makes sense with the cheating context. Cheater. Still not sure how they conjugated that verb, but...
Did I happen to notice with my passive perception anything like in the shop or anything like that?
Yes, you did notice a sparkling bottle of an amber liquid still on the shelf, held in a case that appeared to be completely intact.
Damn it. There was a bottle of wine in there though.
You don't think it was wine, you think it was something amber.
Well,
You
if
think.
Oh, whiskey.
You think some type of Vistarian whiskey.
Some fancy
Or maybe rum.
spirits from the spirits. Rum. So there's that option, or we could just keep going. But they just seem to be having a ghostly argument.
maybe, I mean, if they've been, I imagine they've been having this argument for hundreds of years.
Thousands. Oh, Hazel, do you want to go be mediator?
Wait, didn't we get some wine?
Yeah, we're
We
not
did.
giving it
Blue
to them.
wine somewhere.
We're not giving it. They can't use it.
No, but if
That's
we
pretty
settled the
lot.
dispute, maybe we could offer them that, and I don't know.
That's assuming that, but they...
Ghosts.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
can't drink.
We don't have a good track record with ghosts.
This is true, we don't.
We really don't.
So let's let these ghosts be bickering and let's
Yeah.
continue.
Hey,
I don't.
if we save Kryn, then we can maybe come back. Deal with it then.
You're looking concerned, Godfrey.
I guess I can't just. There's not much. Just don't like just leaving them there. You're right. We gotta prioritize.
We can't save every 1,000-year-old ghost fighting with other 1,000-year-old ghosts.
I just.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're spirits. They can't quite deal with the material.
We might not even make it better. We might just make it worse.
We might get possessed again, and then Kelara will have to knock out another one of us.
Or 3. There's 3 ghosts.
Oh, that's true.
Do you think you can take 3 of us?
I bet on
Preemptively
Kelara.
preemptively help.
Sorry, what was that?
I
She
can
said she could take
preemptively
you.
help.
You can preemptively help.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you do?
The spell.
The spell preemptive help?
No, the one we used last time in the dungeon on Rizira.
Did that work?
Right. That's
She can knock us out before we go over there.
Yeah,
I think
Oh.
is what she's saying.
She's saying she can preemptively get you. She can cast a spell at you. Is what she's saying.
Please don't.
Yeah, let's just.
Well, if you don't want
Move on.
protection against ghosts, then that's okay. You don't have to have it.
Oh, I thought you were going to hit us with holy light.
That's what she's
That's what
saying.
I assumed too.
Yeah, that's what we were
No,
saying.
I cast protection from evil and good on Rizira last time in the dungeon. You guys don't listen to me ever.
You are kind of quiet.
We thought you were making a joke about knocking them out because you already knocked us out.
No,
I was
I
betting on
literally
you to
have
knock
a
us all
spell
out.
I used last time. I just didn't know about it before Riz got possessed the first time, which meant I had to knock her out because she already had gotten possessed before I knew about it.
I do remember that you did that. I just don't know what the spell does.
Basically, like, just gives you an extra layer of protection.
That sounds fantastic.
Like,
Especially
it doesn't,
with our
like,
track record for
permanently,
ghosts.
like, if the ghost is really strong, then maybe it can get past it, but...
Let's leave the ghosts be.
Yeah,
That
let's not waste the spell slot. Spell casting.
Spell what?
I don't know. I feel like I've gained the magic and I know all these words now.
You're just making stuff up.
I am.
Did you
Well,
just
I've
read
learned
that
to
in a
spit-
book you stole from Demelin? Like,
I've
Maybe.
learned to split spells on people, so I can do 2 people with 1.
Oh.
it's a good trick. I like it.
I did that once.
How'd that work
magic.
out for you?
Great.
You know what? Why don't we try?
What?
I thought we
What?
just
You
said we were
want to go
moving
for
on.
ghost?
You're
Okay.
right. To the Temple of Paladine.
How much do you need whiskey, Godfrey?
It's not about the whiskey.
For me, it's about the whiskey.
Think of how cool he would be if he shared that with the soldiers back in the fight.
We will get it on the way back.
If the ghosts don't drink it first,
The ghost can't drink
They
it. It's been
won't.
there for like thousands of years.
If they could, they would have already.
you're right. And if we go, they could possess us and then drink it as us.
Yes.
So we should just go on to the temple.
And then
Maybe
leave
they'd
and
be
leave us with a
released.
hangover.
Anyway, let's forget about it and keep
All
going.
right.
Come back.
We'll
Good
add it to
talk,
the to
everybody.
do after saving everything list. Cool.
Good talk,
Yeah.
everybody. And I'm going to
Provided
cast
we're not dead.
motivational speech.
And Kelara brings it down at the same moment.
Upcast motivational
I am
speech.
feeling very motivational right now.
All right,
And yet
motivational
depressed.
speech. Perfect.
Everybody gets 10.
Everybody gets
lovely.
10 temp.
And
Yes.
temp.
And then
Okay.
advantage on wisdom saving throws. And then advantage the first time you're hit.
All right, sounds good. So casting that. So mark that spell off. Aurontiros is going to say something, and like a little tingle will kind of go all over all of you. And from there, do you continue onward?
Yep.
All right.
Onward we go.
Can I get another athletics check? You continue
How
up.
about acrobatics?
Nope, because this is about climbing rubble.
Yeah, I guess acrobatics doesn't count.
Nope. Unfortunately, there's not
23.
23. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
7.
Natural 1.
Okay.
5.
Going well, guys.
6.
Nat 20 for
That
Lebanon.
armor's just weighing Kelara down more than usual.
The rubble's too high for Riz.
Okay. All right. So, Riz, you're going to pick up a level of exhaustion from all
I
of
figured.
the climbing.
I figured that was coming with that nat 1. Hold on, let me remind myself on the conditions. That's disadvantage on ability checks.
Not
It
at
is
this level.
not
Is
the
it?
first level.
Oh, is it?
The first level
Not the first
is
level.
disadvantage. Ugh.
Half
always-
speed, maybe?
I always forget it, but disadvantage on ability checks. You are right. Good call. Kelara, you are going to have to take double time to get around this
Does-
stuff and are going to be tired but not exhausted.
Remind me, does initiative count as an ability check?
Initiative is an ability check.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll have a disadvantage on initiative. All right.
So you end up having to climb over a couple of houses worth of debris, and in the middle of it there is going to be a collapse. And some of you are going to fall down into the building. You'll be fine, but you'll be a little bit worse for wear. And you lose about 15 minutes as Riz falls down a chimney and gets stuck.
Ah!
Are you okay, Riz?
I'm stuck. How am I stuck? I'm kinder. Oh, help! I've this. Uppies, please.
You are looking around. Do you have... Actually, Riz, as you fall and are trapped in this chimney, you can't really move. Your hips are kind of wedged, and your knees are kind of up around your chest. So you're kind of like cannonballed into this thing the way that you landed. And you're like, I can't... However, you're going to notice that there's a light inside of this...
What?
Inside of this chimney.
The light that I'm in, the chimney.
No, there is a soft glow coming from your hip.
What? Riz looks down.
The dagger you picked up is glowing.
Why is the dagger glowing?
The blade looks like it's reflecting moonlight all around the chimney. And as you look around, you're going to see that there are 3 skeletons that you have landed on in this chimney, and that is what you are wedged. You thought it was rocks, but it's actually a skull and a femur that are keeping you stuck.
Oh, hello, sir. Sorry about that. We're quite intimate now, aren't we?
Rizira, who are you talking to?
I'm just talking to this lovely chap. No bones about it. I'm quite stuck, so if someone could help me. Also, my dagger is glowing.
Okay. Godfrey, she said if you jump down, you'll dislodge her.
I did not. I don't need that ass on my face, please. It's quite a dumper.
It's your duty as a knight of Solamnia to dislodge.
To be fair, he's not a knight yet.
Kender.
Okay, Levna.
Levna.
Come on my face.
It's your duty.
You want me to sit on what?
To use that booty.
That's a phrase I've heard. Does it mean something?
I'm not going to sit on your face.
You're refusing a royal order.
Why don't you go sit on her face then?
I'm not a knight, sir. Not yet.
That's true.
Why don't you just throw her a loop of rope? And then
I'm getting my
also-
rope together to hang down.
Can I take a look down here, or how? Is there anything to look at while I'm down here waiting to be rescued?
Make me an investigation check.
Okay, with disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
In a chimney, she found herself stuck. No escape. She was out of good luck. With soot on her nose, and
Then sit on her nose. Are we
Kender-
doing this again?
and a Kender-like pose, she shouted, "Oh, chimney, you're muck." That's the best I could do on
Thanks for
short
going
notice.
clean with that. Riz, what'd you get at 18?
No, 15.
A 15? Looking down, you'll see that some of these skeletons have a little bit of jewelry on them. One of them, like a smaller skull, looks like it has a small... I'm gonna spend something good happens for this. There is a small silver tiara on one of them. Like the kind that a little girl would get at Claire's.
Okay.
Robin immediately has this in a drawer. Yeah. She
question
doesn't even
is-
go here.
Beside me in the drawer. It's not even a hard decision.
All right, there you go. You found a 2 gold tiara.
Beautiful.
That's literally it. Congratulations, you're now an archaeologist.
Great. now an archaeologist. Yeah, what's the years where you go from grave robbing to archaeology?
I
When
think
you get
it's,
out
I
of the
think,
period of it being asshole men doing it
Fair.
exclusively.
it belongs in a museum in England.
Yeah, when you get out of that era.
No, it
So the
doesn't.
Victorian era.
Everything belongs in
we go.
England. This is why Americans had to get to the moon first. Otherwise, it would have ended up in the Royal British Museum.
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. We just mined it for oil. Everything's horrible. So you are going to find that, and as you do that, can you make me a dex save?
Save, so not with disadvantage.
Not with disadvantage.
Sweet. 17.
Okay. As you pull that off, the skull is going to deteriorate under your ass, and you are going to completely just fall to the bottom of the chimney and bang your ass, but otherwise be fine.
Oh, I got unstuck.
Oh, that's good. Do you still need the rope?
Yeah. I'm kind of down the house and you guys are up. Yes, please. Uppies. Uppies.
I'll lower the rope.
All right.
Climb.
Levna is going to reach down and pluck you up by the back of the scruff as you get close enough.
Ah!
Riz, I don't care where you heard it. Asking somebody to sit on your face means something different than you think it does.
Oh,
Just gonna
okay.
Only say it if you really mean it.
Okay.
Or if someone bets you a drink.
So someone bets me a drink as I sit on my face.
How old are you? You know what?
I'm like
Just don't say it. Just don't say it.
25, something around that. Kinder don't really count.
Yeah, just don't say it.
Okay. Oh, is it
You're
6?
25.
It's a sex.
Oh.
Everything with
I thought
humans
we
is
were
a
at least-
sex.
I thought you were at least 40 or 50.
What? No. I'm still in that wanderlust phase. I'm like 25, I think. Don't really remember. I went adventuring a while ago.
What? Well, Levna, how old are you?
You never ask a knight their age.
Okay, Godfrey, how old are you?
He's not on
Fair.
20?
What?
I'm
20?
fine. I'm 26.
I don't even know if
How
I
old are
knew how to
you?
stand by 20.
All these kids just.
Yeah. Well, think of
How
how
old are you,
accomplished you could be
Aurontiros?
if you got off your ass at a a nice good age instead of waiting to, what are you, like 500?
Yes, I'm 500.
You're an elf. Who knows?
Yeah, elves are kind of ageless.
Elves don't crack.
Wait, you're 500?
Like,
Only
actually?
18.
Give or take a few hundred years.
I'm only 50, so, you know.
Wait, you're 50?
Dwarf, though.
Are we really having this conversation on top of a roof in the middle of a destroyed
Yeah.
city?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, this
Yes.
is pretty funny actually. I think.
Yeah.
All right, I'm having
almost
a
as
drink.
funny as the face-sitting conversation. But, sorry, why was your dagger glowing?
I don't know. It was
Oh, yeah.
reflecting the moonlight down there.
Maybe...
Ooh.
maybe
There's no
someone should
moon.
Take a look
It's,
at it.
it's like noon.
Whoa.
I mean, I think there'd be a moon.
It's
But
really good at reflecting the moonlight.
Yeah. What do you think that meant?
what moonlight was it reflecting?
Which moon?
Mm-hmm.
There's like
It's
at
a red
least.
dagger.
Maybe let
Because if it's
Hazeal
not reflecting the ones that aren't in the sky, it might
Yeah,
be reflecting
Hazel,
the other
magic.
one.
Can you analyze
or
this?
Aurontiros, because I think the moon's now your thing too,
Oh yeah, you're both the moon people.
right?
The moon grants magic.
Hey,
It's one
Hazel
of those.
Moon. That's what they call the famous the red mage. Hazel Magic, sorry.
Hazel Magic?
Yes.
Hazel Magic Moon?
Yes.
Hazel Magic Moon.
I
Okay.
love that I still have not picked up Identify.
I love that you haven't either. Can I get an Arcana roll from you to
sure.
investigate this?
Ooh,
Why-
can I comment?
Why would I?
Yes, you can.
Apprentice
Now.
under Hazel.
Yeah,
with a
Aurontiros
mighty-
can assist you to give you advantage. You can both just
Ooh,
poke the dagger
yay.
till you figure out what it does. You open its stat menu.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I rolled
it
a
is-
3 on my first roll, so yay.
It is a moon-touched dagger,
Mhm.
which means that it glows in the middle of, basically in darkness it glows, and it is attuned, you think, with that redstone. I'm going to just double-check this with a d6. So, it is attuned to Nuitari. Oh, wait, pardon me, to,
Okay.
nope, that's,
Lunatari?
to Lunatari.
Okay.
I always want to say new Atari
say,
because it sounds like I got a new Atari for Christmas,
right?
right?
Oh,
But no,
one of
it
the
is
ones with the sweet wooden houses.
See, I was
the one that looks like a
I was
station
guessing
wagon.
I was guessing Nuitari because if there's no moon in the sky, then maybe it's Nuitari just kind of sneaking out there. But Lunatari makes sense with the redstone. Oh,
What?
that's a moon touch dagger.
does
It's
that mean?
it will glow in darkness, basically.
Oh.
And it's attuned to Lunatari, the red moon.
Oh, that's your moon.
It is.
Do you
So
want
it's
it?
If you don't, sure. I mean, I can see in the dark though. It might be more helpful to you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
there is one other benefit of that.
Mm-hmm.
Counts as a magic item for purposes.
I know
of
Riz is metagaming. Riz wants it, but Riz is being polite first. So if you want to give it to Riz, Riz will happily take because it's a magic item, a magic weapon. Fine.
yeah. Hazel just kind of is like, but I don't like. You could probably use it in the dark better than.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
If you
need
don't
it.
want it, I'll happily have it. It's cool.
No, go ahead. It doesn't really give me much additional benefit because it's my moon, so I don't need it.
Well, thank you, and thank you for
You're
looking at it.
So from this roof, does anybody want to try to get a vantage point on the city and take a look around? If so, make me a perception roll.
Sure. Looking around sounds like a great idea.
Right,
I'll
scouting.
try. I got
That's an 8.
disadvantage.
That's
Nice.
true.
That's an
You're
18.
sneaky. 18.
13.
Okay. Let's roll for Levna. Levna got a 13.
I too got a 13.
So you're like,
Nice.
there
13
sure is
for-
a city around here.
There's a 13, but I add 9 to it.
Oh, well, that's different.
Oh,
So 22.
well,
So,
Same thing.
Kelara, Godfrey, what'd you guys get?
8.
9.
8? 9? Okay. You too busy looking at each other and thinking about.
mhm.
I wasn't even
Staring
gonna
into
roll.
each other's eyes.
I wasn't even gonna roll and just be like,
If you're dreaming about staring and hearing about the sitting on your face thing, yeah.
That's why I wasn't going to say it. All right, so Aurontiros and Hazeal, glancing around, you are going to see the following thing. From where you are right now, you are basically on top of a big pile of building material, kind of like over at the top, almost center of the city, top north. Ahead of you, you can see that there's a bridge and a bit of a cracky crag to the north. It looks like you can make your way down to the Temple of Paladine from here in maybe an hour. A nice, quick transition over there. However, you also are going to detect the sound of what seems like picks working the street up here, as well as the crack of a whip echoes across the city. It sounds like a labor camp? So you could head over to the top bridge to try to investigate that, or you could head straight to the temple. But you two know this.
Relay.
Nobody else does.
Okay, turning to Hazeal. Hazeal, do you think that's worth checking out, or would that just be another distraction?
Honestly, it could be that they have people there that we could rescue, but I don't know if we want to accidentally alert anyone to our presence if we have the option. Perhaps.
But if there are people who need our help,
Let's take it back to the group, or let's take it to the group and
we shall relay the information in full to the group.
Well, if there's people there in trouble, then absolutely.
we don't know if there is. There might be.
Well, it's not out of our way, is it? To take a look?
I mean, it's a little off track, but it's not as off track as some other things might be.
All right,
We can
so
definitely check it out.
Does anybody say, yeah, let's check it out, see what happens? Anybody?
You know Kinder and their curiosity.
Okay, let's go.
right.
Start sneaking our way over there.
Okay. Can I get
I think
a
I'm going
stealth
to
roll?
cast pass
Ooh, there it is.
out Trace on the group.
Yay, that
Nice.
raises level 11 to a 19. Oh wait, she has disadvantage. To a 14.
Nice. Oh, I rolled a 7 and a 17. So
Oh, well,
27 for
14s.
Riz.
Mm-hmm.
Double 13s on my disadvantage roll, so that'll be a nice 23.
Damn.
Thank you.
27. So low.
17.
17?
And this
Okay.
adds 10, just so everyone
Oh, sorry, 18.
knows.
Yeah, that's with passive.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6.
Oof.
Such a good spell.
All right. Climbing down.
33.
24.
24?
Sorry, I
Cool.
had to double check that scale mail had disadvantage. It does.
So, climbing down the side, you'll make your way throughout the town. Crossing the barren, bleached, blasted streets. But many of the buildings have completely collapsed, and you can see that there are huge rent fissures along the ground. Particularly on the other side of this bridge, there is an immense fissure that has torn most of the city street completely asunder, and looks like it is hampering a bit of troop movement, and also looks like it's structurally destabilizing too much weight from being on the street. There's no way that a large troop could pass through here, any more than about 10 or 20 people would completely destabilize the ground from the looks of it. Even someone without engineering knowledge would know it. Hazeal, you think that this probably has a max weight capacity of about 3,000 pounds? Looking at it with stone cunning. Any more than about 3,000 pounds moving across here, or any type of siege weapon, battle wagon, or dragon, would probably cause about half this street and a bunch of the buildings to slough off and collapse into a sinkhole. Looking at that, you can see that there are about 10 people around the side of this building that you are kind of crouched behind, working down in this deep pit. There's a 30-foot deep crack in the city street here. And as you're watching this, a dragon army officer is barking down into the hole. "Come on there! Work harder, or else!" And cracks a whip overhead. Nearby, 3 of those silver Sivak Draconians man table. One of them in a back kind of looks like a little storage area inside of a broken old tower is rifling around through some old barrels and bins.
How do we want to do this? I put my hand on Riz.
I think if Rizira and I flank on the sides, we could, and you follow, waiting to make your move, we can get them quick before they sound an alarm.
We have to get all the way over, though. There's a chasm there. And they're looking at the workers. So I have like, you know how I drank that potion, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, I have like an inherent feeling that maybe I could try and put a dragon to sleep or something.
I like it. Yeah, maybe let's take our time until we have none. Let Rizira help out our hosts.
Or Hazeal, can you? I know you make people not talk or listen. Can you make people not see?
One better. Isaru sa Rizira. And casting greater invisibility on Rizira.
Oh no! Okay. Well, it's all over for us. It was a nice run, everybody.
The magical Kender Rogue has been cast invisibility where she can perform actions and not be invisible.
So looking around the area, you can see that there are planks forming a bridge to the north and the south that you could use to cross over. So you wouldn't have to just, like, jump it.
Yeah.
And for you with that, that is something that you could pretty easily do. Like, at the smallest point, I think you could probably jump the 5-foot gap without a problem.
Yeah.
But it is quite a deep run. Like, they're down there 30 feet.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at the... Are they all the Civic Draconians? Are they all looking into the labor? Like,
two of them are looking into that.
Wow.
One of them is rooting around in a fallen tower to the northwest.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I could make that work. I think Riz is gonna be like, so I'm thinking I sneak across and try and put the one that's by himself in the tower to sleep. Unless you have objections. Okay. Dum 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 dum. Sneaky Riz, go.
Should we go the other way to be a distraction then?
Oh, that might work.
If we need to be a distraction.
What's up, Cal?
He's concentrating.
Oh, okay.
About
Thought you were
50
like-
seconds left on the spell, don't worry.
All right. Okay, so Riz, you sneak around the side and up to the north.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
So it's going to take you 2 rounds to get over there.
Yep.
So the spell lasts for 10 rounds, so I'll say you're 4 rounds down by the
Okay.
time that you get over there and everybody stops talking.
Okay.
What do you do?
Yeah, 'cause
What's everyone else?
I can
What's-
move. I can technically move in a round.
Do we just wait, or do we want to try and get a little closer?
90 feet.
Did our stealth roll that aided us to getting this far, correct?
Yeah.
We would need to roll again to move quietly.
Yeah. Yeah, we would. So what do you want to do? Do you want to just like go over there and swing like crazy or what?
We shouldn't leave Riz without backup, so we should
All right, Godfrey.
sneak as best we can.
Long jump.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody roll initiative. Okay, and Levna has advantage on initiative.
Oh, I have disadvantage, but I still rolled.
Civac
pretty well.
Draconian, Civac Draconian. Okay. Okay, and Dragon
I'm just
Army
happy I
Officer.
got double digits.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. All right, let's do initiative checks right now. Looking at this, I have the Dragon Army Officer first, but they are unaware. Oh, actually, pardon me, Robin, I didn't see that you were at 25. I thought you were at a 22. Okay,
Nope,
so
25.
Riz is first with the 25, then the Dragon Army Officer, then we're looking at a tie between the mages, Hazeal and Aurontiros. Then we are down with Kelara. Then we have Levna. Then we have Civic Draconian 1. Then we have Godfrey. Civic Draconian 2. Civic Draconian 3. All right. Riz, rushing around the side, you're going to cross over the bridge, your tiny feet barely making a sound as you cross over. What do you do?
Yeah, I think she's actually gonna stay because the spell is 90 feet range. She's going to like try and summon the magic, and then she's just going to it's nap time. And I will roll 5d8 and see if that will actually do anything. I doubt it, but you know.
I love that her magic is trying to summon the magic.
Yeah. 9, 13, 23, 20. Yeah, I don't think 28 points will quite put him to sleep.
All right, so a little bit of dust is going to fly into the air there, and one of them is going to go, "Oh, I'm bloody tired. Ugh. You need more coffee? Hey, slave! You're going to be grinding beans after this. Yes, sir. You hear from one of the people in the hole. Do some push-ups or something, loser. Yes, sir. All right. And that one is going to be unaware. Because more hit points than 28.
Yeah,
All right.
but I figured to
Dragon
try.
Army Officer is going to glare down into the hole. Keep working. We need to get this shored up by tomorrow. Or else I'm going to shore it up with your hides. Cracks the whip again. Hazeal or Aurontiros, what do you do?
I guess we're just trying to stealth a bit closer.
Absolutely. So you're pretty
You
stealthy
heading
right now.
north or south? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
you
go
head-
ahead.
I was like, you're pretty stealthy right now because of Pass Without a Trace.
Mhm.
But what do you want to do?
I mean, I honestly have. I'll just wait for Aurontiros to go because I honestly don't know what,
Okay.
what the best route is here, and I'm not normally a stealthy person, so.
Sounds good. All right, so Aurontiros, going first, what do you want to do?
How far away is Hazeal? Or sorry, is Rizira from me?
You? Rizira is 75 feet away from you.
All right. I'm going to... One moment here. I'm just gonna... Can I stay within the shadows or the...
Inside the
not
building,
really,
sure.
Can I? Yeah?
Sure.
That's what I'll do. I'll move in.
Sure. Make me a stealth roll.
And then I'll just follow him. in
Sounds
that
good.
case.
That was 22 from you, Aurontiros. Okay.
That is a
22.
15 for me.
Okay, 15. And is that with the plus 10 for
Oh, yeah.
pass?
I
Okay.
rolled
Okay, just one sec. And that's gonna be fine there. God. I love
Not to be this guy,
Mhm.
but I just noticed that greater invisibility is which means
So there's no pass without
trace
trace.
had to be broken.
Yeah.
Oh, did it pass without a trace?
Mm.
Yep.
It's
Okay. Good.
concentration. Yeah,
Is
no, I just
pass
thought of
without
that
trace
too.
concentration?
Are you?
I thought it's a one and done spell.
Yeah, I thought it was a one and done as well.
I thought it was too, but I think I got that mixed up with motivational speech, which is like one. and done.
Motivational speech is one and done. Pass without a trace. Just double checking. Oh no, you're right. It is concentration. Yep. Okay, so
So
pass
that's a
without a trace.
5.
That's a 5 and a Aurontiros. What'd you get?
Mine was 22 without adding the 10.
Okay, so as you're crouching around the inside of the building, Hazeal, you're going to creep forward, draw your focus, and as you do, you're going to bang it against the wall slightly, and the Dragon Army officer down here is going to look up. What the hell? And the Civic Draconians are going to go, what? What?
I'm gonna arrow him as soon as I hear Hazeal.
You used your action to creep up in stealth, so
Okay, fair.
I'll let you use your bonus action to use your sword, though.
Can I reach any of them with sword?
With your magic sword?
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks like that any of them within 30 feet?
They're all within 30 feet, except for the one that's in the tower.
Let's get the far one, the red one.
The Dragon Army officer? Yeah, go ahead. Make me an attack roll.
I didn't like the way he was talking to them.
Sounds good. Hazeal, if you have a bonus action to spend, you can do that as well, if you have anything.
Who gives a sorcerer bonus actions?
Not Wizards of the Coast.
Nope. I mean, I have 2 things I could technically do. Neither of them work in this situation, so it's fine.
Okay. Sounds good.
I have 19.
That is going to hit. Roll me damage.
And that is 10.
10. All right. Your blade is going to lash out and strike into the officer floating in the air as it kind of dances. What the hell? I'm going to kill you, you stupid elf. And Kelara, it is your turn. You're going to hear shouting from the other side.
Okay. So, if I go around
Mhm.
the 2 by the table,
Yes.
are they humanoid?
They are not. They are... Actually, let me double check the Draconians. They are not humanoids. They are Draconians.
Okay. Are any of them humanoid?
The army officer is, as far as you can tell. They've
Which
been
one's
humans
that?
the entire... that is the one to the south.
Okay.
I'll see if I can find a
Not
better...
sure what to do then, because this
find a
changes my
better
plan.
officer for you. One sec.
Well, I think that one's pretty close. So how that looks like it's what?
15 feet. Is that chasm seem jumpable?
Maybe. We'll find out. If you have more than a 10-foot running start, you can jump. Chris, it's your strength in
score
feet, right?
For long jump, yeah.
And then it's plus athletics if you want to go further than that, right?
So at the narrower part, Godfrey should be able to jump that just fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Kalara's gonna try and use her bonus action to yell at Godfrey to go around the bottom and jump across. So try and go south and across. She's gonna try and hold person the captain
Okay.
to make it easier for Godfrey to hurt him.
That's a 6.
He's paralyzed for the duration.
Nice.
At the end of each of its turns, it may make another wisdom save.
Okay.
But for now, she is holding it, and he is paralyzed in place, just frozen.
All right, sounds good. So I will mark that for that. All right, it is Levna's turn. Levna is going to take a double move and is going to go... Can she do it? She can, just to the very bottom. She is going to take a running leap and head across the chasm at the base. Just clank, 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 on the other side and draw her sword. And Godfrey, it's your... Oh, it's Sivek Draconian, who is going to go, what? And then it's Godfrey's turn.
Okay. I don't think even with a double move that I can make it across yet. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a double move and get probably around there so that I can have enough distance to... let's make it there, because Levna will go first. And
Okay.
yeah, double move and done.
All right, both the other Sivak Draconians are caught off guard. And top of the initiative, we have Riz. Riz, what do you do?
Okay. I think they're all looking over there.
They're all looking over there, and you're still invisible.
Yeah. They're not within 5 feet of each other, eh?
They are not.
Damn.
Well, I mean, no, they're not. They're 10 feet apart from each other, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
But they can't see you, so you have advantage.
Well, I know, but I was green flame blade only works with
Oh, yeah.
things 5 feet in front of each other. So that's what I was asking for. That's fine. Riz is gonna sneak up behind one of them. Use. And then she's going to go Hopal with her green flame blade.
Okay.
Her magic.
Make me an attacky roll.
Yes, with advantage because I'm surprising them.
You're very surprising.
I'm very surprising. Oh. Is that a 7? That's a 7. I thought I rolled double nat ones for a second, and I was like, what? That's a 7 plus 7 is 14 plus. Do I have the? No, don't have determination. Does a
You do not.
14 hit? Okay.
If-
Then she casts green flame blade, and then she will whip out her moon dagger and make try another attack with it.
Isn't Green Flame Blade a bonus action to cast it?
No, so it's an action.
Is it action? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, and then it goes with your
attack.
attack.
Okay.
You do it at the
Basically,
same time as
summon
your
and
attack.
slash.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
cool. I thought it was almost like a smite that way, but cool.
No.
All right, so in that case, go ahead and make me an attack with your offhand
Mm-hmm.
with advantage because they can't see you.
Yes. That's gonna be much better. That's a 16 plus 7.
That's gonna hit. Roll me damage. Sneak attack me.
Yeah. So Moon Touch Sword just gives it the magic property, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No additional damage, but it does
That's
bypass
fine.
magic resistance.
That is exactly what I needed to do, so. But I rolled 3 6s on my sneak attack. That's. And then a 4th 6. Jesus, okay. So 4 times 6 is 24. 25 points
Ooh,
of
beautiful.
piercing damage.
That's with
And
your
I will
dex and your dagger?
confirm- No, because it's offhand, so I don't add my dex.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so 24?
25.
25.
And then
Ooh.
she's gonna back up 10 feet because he can't see her. And I
Alright.
make an attack and he can't take an attack anyway. So we're
Alright.
just gonna back up and
Fantastic.
that's our turn.
Okay. It is going to let out a howl as it looks around for you. As you stab it with the dagger, plunging deep into that sweet spot between its ribs. It is very badly damaged. All right. The Dragon Army officer is going to struggle against the spell that Kelara is holding it with, and that 19 just bumped into a 9. He is still held. Okay. Hazeal or Aurontiros?
How far am I away from the ones that Riz is battling?
About 20, 25 feet?
Cool.
Sorry, 30 and 40 feet from where you presently are standing.
Cool. That's fine by me. I am. How should I do this? You know what? They could be loud and angry. I'm going to drop silence on 20-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
Kind of in between them.
All right, so silence overtakes the area, and Aurontiros, it is your turn.
All right. The blade is currently dancing in front of this oddly paralyzed man.
Yes, which means that you have advantage, and any hit is a crit.
Oh,
They're paralyzed.
well, he's probably an easy shot for a bow then.
I would hit him with both.
Any shot is a crit, so
Any
is
so
there
you
a
have
point
advantage.
in rolling?
Well, you have to hit still.
Oh, I see. Ooh, good thing I had advantage.
So
19.
that is a hit, which means it's a crit. So roll me double.
Wow, my first crit. Can't wait. All right.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4, so that's an
We'll roll
8.
twice. You roll twice.
Oh, I thought it was just doubled.
No, you roll twice.
A 4 and a 7 plus my
So-
dex.
So 11 plus
4.
Okay, so 15. That's really good. Okay, and are you going to have the sword attack again?
And yes, sir.
All right, that's also at advantage.
Oh, that's a 2 or a 20. It's cocked. What do we do on cocked? Shake the table.
Just re-roll it.
19 again.
That's going to hit. Roll me double. It's a crit.
7, 3 plus 4, 14.
14. Oh, God. Mulched. Still up, but your arrow's going to find a beautiful spot in the ribcage, and another hit is going to pierce the side of his neck as the sword dances around in the air. Kelara, it is your turn again. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at him.
At that one?
At the one I'm paralyzing.
Same guy? All right, give it to me. With advantage.
Oh, that's right.
Does crit count for
Focus!
You can
Natural
absolutely...
20.
So attack rolls against the creature have an advantage. Well, it doesn't matter because she critted anyway. But yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten a crit if I just hit, because you have to be within 5 feet to get that crit.
For
On
paralyzed?
a paralyzed.
Oh, you're right.
But-
You're right.
Also, Cal wouldn't have.
Oh,
done
I
it
guess
then?
Cal. Yeah, you're right. So any within 5 feet. So I guess the bow wouldn't have crit, but the blade does. You're right. Okay. So good to know. I always forget about that 5-foot rule. Thank you for letting me know. All right, so Kelara, please nuke me from orbit for
Yes, I'm just reminding myself of how many.
So the base
Yeah,
cast is
you're right.
4. I just used it last night in Strixhaven. It's my favorite spell because Kai has eye beams.
It's amazing. I love Guiding Bolt. It is my go-to spell. It's so
think
versatile.
My favorite thing last night was not using Guiding Bolt. It was bouncing a tankard off of an asshole's head.
My favorite part was the JoJo bear.
Jojo Bear was
And if
pretty
you're
great.
confused, you'll have to go join the Patreon to
Join
catch
the
up.
Patreon. For Jojo Bear, boo 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 boo, golden bear. Jojo Bear's still alive.
I know.
He's still out there somewhere.
He's still out with Mel.
He's still a Stardust Crusader. How many?
42.
How do you want
I
to do
rolled
this?
a lot of 6s.
Be hilarious if he had like 4 health left.
All right, how do you want to do this?
Oh, I think. So Kelara has Warcaster, so that she does not have to make somatic or verbal stuff to cast spells. So I think she's like kind of holding her staff out, shield on one hand, and she just kind of casts a bolt of guiding, like radiant light from her chest, kind of like just. And I think it just kind of like goes from inside of him, and he just kind of like light just
Like
radiates
Rorschach.
out of him, and he dissipates.
You could just see a skeleton in the light.
Yeah,
All right.
totally like that scene from Terminator.
He grabs onto the side of the wall and shakes it as he disintegrates. All right. Levna is going to charge in. She's going to double move up right behind this guy. And that's going to be her turn. The Sivak Draconian is going to make a perception roll to see if he notices Levna come up behind him because he's looking for Riz. Oh yeah, that's enough. So the Sivak Draconian is going to turn around, snarl, and draw his serrated sword, and is going to charge Levna. The first one is going to... Actually, this one's going to charge... Actually, he doesn't have to charge Levna, he's right next to her. So, boom. That is... God, that's 2 misses. And that's definitely a hit, though. So that is 1 2 this bludgeoning, and then oh my god, she has advantage on those. Okay, so what is going to happen? He is God, it doesn't even hurt him because of motivational speech. He draws his serrated sword and turns to Levna, slashes twice. She's going to parry with her greatsword, and then he's going to spin around trying to catch her with the side of his silvery tail. It's going to smack into the side of her knee with the force of a freight train, and is just going to bounce off her arm as she kind of goes... And it says something silently, unfortunately, but it sure looks badass, the way she just kind of like... one eyebrow. She took 3, 4, 5 damage from that, so she's not even in temp hit points.
But she will get it. Is it when you lose your hit points?
It's
or
when you
get
lose the
just
hit
get
points.
hit?
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'll double check, but I think now that she has taken damage, her next attack is...
Oh, is it only if you take damage? Okay, cool. Godfrey, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to jump over here.
Okay.
Use my action to run over here and dash, and I'm not actually sure where Riz is, so I'm just going to be like, "Come on, Levna, you can hit harder than that," and give Levna a bonus attack action.
She's gonna take it. You're not ending within 5 feet of her, right? You can't quite? Okay. That's a nat 1.
Darn.
But oh, I was gonna say with advantage, but yeah.
And... Okay.
Oh yeah, because of the motivational speech.
She gets Yeah, because of a nomination of speech for next attack.
Fair.
Nice.
Okay, so that is going to be a hit, actually, then. Just barely.
Please do an extra D8 points of damage.
Oh, plus an extra D8. Thank you. Okay, so that is 6, 12, 13, 17 points of damage to that Draconian. As she sees you out of the corner of her eye, yell something at her, and she gets your vibe, at least. Does she have to be able to hear you for that to happen?
Or see me.
Or see? So she sees you coming, turns and like slaps her blade down, cutting the tip of this thing's tail off. And it's going to yowl in silent pain. And Civic Draconian number 2 is going to snarl and leap across the chasm directly into Aurontiros, and is going to make some attacks on Aurontiros. Aurontiros, that is a nat 20.
Unless.
Yep, and a...
Unless.
I don't remember, you can also spend lucky to force me to reroll.
I think that's only for my rolls, isn't it?
Is it? I thought you could use it on an enemy's roll. Chris, do you remember with lucky?
You can use lucky on an attack roll from somebody else.
Yeah, it's really good.
If it hits you. Yeah. Yep,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
you're
spend
right.
1 luck point when an attack roll is made against you, roll a d20, and then you choose whether they use your attack roll or theirs.
I will be lucky.
Okay.
And
Alright,
I
so
have to roll for him?
Yeah,
You
go
go
ahead and roll.
ahead.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
roll.
me? Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 5, so I will use the 5 plus
Okay.
whatever his bonus.
All
is.
right, so he leaps toward you, this immense silver draconian, raises a serrated blade and leaps out at you with it. You are going to take a step and you're going to slip a little bit, dropping to one knee as the blade smashes into the wall next to your head where it would have torn into the side of your throat. He's going to snarl and is going to slash you across the chest with it with a 19. Unless you use another lucky.
That one gets me.
Okay, that one gets you.
He gets me. He gets
Okay. He just gets you, you know?
Yeah.
He gets you for 18 points of slashing damage as it rends across your chest. And then he's going to snarl and spin around and is going to also hit you with a 26. And that is
Damn.
going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength save.
He needs to make 2 con saves too for great invisibility.
This is true.
That's true. 18.
Okay, so
The
you are
first
not
con save?
for. So this is the con save is the 18. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, make me a second con save.
For
the second hit? 15. Okay, you're still okay.
Does 15 keep it?
It does. Yeah.
DC, your DC, it's either DC 10 or half, whichever's higher.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
so you're DC 10.
And make me a strength save.
Oh. Oh, I got it at 20.
Okay,
Strength
so you are not knocked over. Good job. Okay, and finally, the last Draconian is going to turn around and go, "Oi, what's going on over here?" And is going to rush into the fray, is going to see Levna and Godfrey, and is going to go, "Roar!" and is going to charge at Godfrey. And is going to lose a dice on the ground. That's going to be a 20 against Godfrey.
Sorry.
Okay, that's going to be a 19 against Godfrey.
Nope. I'm going to use my reaction, actually,
Okay.
and attack something in this combat.
Sounds good.
16.
16 will hit him.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll take it. So that'll be 16, 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. All right, he is going to snarl. I'm going to spend the drama bomb, and that's going to be a 20 doesn't hit you still, right? Nice. What's your AC's 21 or 22 right now? 21? Okay. Good to know. All right, so he's going to slash at you several times with his serrated sword and is going to try to catch you off your feet, but you are going to leap over his tail and deliver a very graceful riposte across his chest. And we're at the top of the initiative again with Rizira.
Okay, Rizira's gonna run back to this guy and sneaky stab with a green flame blade. And
Okay, make me attack
make a
rolls.
stab at him. I forgot last time my extra D8 of fire damage because this is a new spell. So
That's okay. Well, you didn't hit with the green flame blade last time,
oh yeah, I didn't hit with the green flame blade last
so it
time.
didn't matter anyway.
It didn't matter. I tried so hard, and in the end, it doesn't even matter. That is a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Sweet. Okay.
Give me
so
that
green
sweet,
flame
sweet
blade.
damage.
You brandish the weapon using the spell's casting. Okay. So, my rapier. So that's a D8. Then an extra D8 for fire damage. Okay. 2. And then 46. Okay.
It is
So-
weird.
Hmm?
The math
Alright.
on Green Flame Blade. It's like, okay, this, and then this, and then...
Yeah, it's very
Alright.
weird.
So give it all to me.
I will. It doesn't matter if it's fire versus.
Does
magical
not
piercing.
matter.
Yeah.
Does it matter? It does not matter.
Okay.
I was like, watch me say that and just have forgotten a line of immunities. Immune to Rizira.
Oh,
All right.
Or
So
zero.
24. Nope, that was wrong. 34. Forgot it math.
Okay.
34 piercing. Slash
Okay.
fire.
Sounds great. And
How's he
are you?
doing?
He's pretty freaking hurt. This is the one you attacked the first time. So you know, when I say he's pretty hurt, I mean he's -2. What do you want to do?
Oh. So I think Rizira uses the she brandishes her rapier, which is now she wreaths it in flame, and then she just like hot metal just stabs him in the back of the neck because he's probably looking at Levna, so she just comes
Yep.
from behind and just all of a sudden Levna's gonna see this like green flame blade just pop through the back of his like throat.
And I need you to make me a wisdom save with advantage, please.
Ooh, wisdom save with advantage. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, let's see what we have here. What do I add to that? Wisdom. 15, and I don't have determination. 15.
15. You are going to be totally fine, but you're a little weirded out because as soon as you stab it behind the eye, or like through the throat, it is going to burst to ash, and inside of it is a spectral shrieking version of you.
So, question.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's an ability. I would assume the thing that kills him is based on sight, or no?
Nope, it's magical.
Okay, it's magical. That's what I was just wondering. Cause I'm like, if he has to see me, would he actually
Nope.
know what killed him?
No, it's magical. This is actually
Okay.
one of the things that I really... There we go. Spectral Riz.
Cool.
Levna is
Riz.
going to get wide-eyed and start backing up hastily, though. Because this is freaky.
Bonus action, stab myself.
Oh wait, she has this is just a ghostly form.
Oh, okay.
You can stab it though. You can spend your bonus action stabbing it.
No. Then bonus action. So what was that? That was 10 feet.
So you can make it to the
That
other
guy's
one.
15. Yep. Riz will make her way over to the other one invisibly.
Making your way
and just-
downtown, stabbing fast.
Yeah. Faces pass, and I'm stabbing with my magical blade, my dagger.
I believe in you. Do it. Believe in the heart of the knife.
It's not gonna be very impressive. 15 plus 7 is 22.
That's a hit. Roll me damage.
All right, it's just a D4. Pew! 3 points of piercing damage.
All right, you're going to stab him in the back of the thigh, and he's going to grab his glute with pain. All right, Dragon Army officer, still dead. Good. Hazeal or Aurontiros?
Let me go first because I have fun things. So I would like to quicken spell blindness on this one that's attacking Aurontiros.
No, I don't want it. Okay.
So that's a Constitution save.
I'm rolling my Dorktails dice. Not well.
3.
No, it's a 6. It's twice as good as you thought. So, shows what you know. That's going to be a 10.
That does not save. So
Okay.
he is blind. And then I will hit him with a good old firebolt.
But I had dark vision, he says. All right, you're going to hit him with what? Firebolt?
Firebolt.
Firebolt's great. Oh god, and you're
Firebolt
doing
is
Are you
great.
doing 2d10 or 3d10 at your level at this point? You're doing 2d10.
I have to double check because I do have advantage on the attack roll.
You have advantage on the
I have
attack,
to-
so you might crit.
I have 2d10 damage.
Yep. All right.
11 level.
But-
Level 11 it goes.
Let's
And
me
he is
see.
more than 5 feet away from you because he could only land on the edge. Here comes the crit.
No. My first roll wasn't at 1 though. So I'm glad I had advantage. That is a 20 something.
That is
25?
definitely going to hit. Roll me 2d10.
I get to roll d10s with magic now. Haha. Ooh, nice. That's 12 damage.
12 damage. All
I
right.
rolled a
So
10 on one of those. I don't
That's
get
pretty
to
good.
explode that 10 though.
I know that's you're missing mage, man. All right. So flame is going to. You now just like you feel just so approved of, so authentic as the flame lurches out of your hand. You're like, I'm allowed to do this now. I have a body of support that approves this message. As the
Feels
flame,
good, man. Feels good.
it's a little like Tower of High Sorcery grade A stamp at the bottom of that flame bolt.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Aurontiros, you are up. What do you do?
He's a blind man, huh?
He's a blind draconian.
Yeah,
All
you get
right.
advantage on attack
He
against
pulls
him.
out a white cane and tries to hit you with it. Yes.
The singing sword is going to come and flank him with me and attack at his back.
All right.
All right. 22.
22 is absolutely going to hit.
Including total of 8 for the sword.
Total of 8. That'll work.
And can I back away from him or?
Yep, because he can't see you.
Let's go beside Hazeal. Maybe right there. Yeah, beside Hazeal. Hazel's
Okay.
got this.
So jump
And
back.
yeah, kind of get back, take a breath, and fire. Yeah, let's fire the bow at him.
All right, make me an attack roll with advantage, please.
Even with the bow? Or sorry.
Yeah. He's blind.
All right.
Yeah, it's
One of
not.
these
It's not
days.
subject to the 5-foot rule because that's the paralysis one.
That's
He's
paralyzed.
just
Yeah.
blind. He can't see it coming. If it saved his life.
He'll never see it.
25.
That's definitely going to hit. Roll me damage.
5. This one's 9.
9. He's still up, but he has another arrow jutting out of his chest as he kind of like swings his sword around blindly. At least he would, but Kelara, it's your turn.
Okay. So he's not that far away.
Mm-hmm.
How hurt does he look?
Very.
Very?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste a spell then. I'm just gonna shoot him
Okay.
with my crossbow.
Sounds good. I would say, just a quick reminder that blindness gives you disadvantage on dex saves for purposes of like spells like Sacred Flame.
Oh.
So.
Okay. I mean,
'Cause I
it
know
ends
you-
up being basically the same because I would still Divine Smite, so it'd still be like 2d8. So
It's up to you.
doesn't
Either way, crossbow
really
or
change anything, I think.
sure. Then hit me with it, whatever you choose. You'll have
I'm
advantage
gonna shoot
on.
him because I would like to Divine Smite him as well,
Okay.
and then I have control over the attack versus
Versus me.
him
Okay.
trying to save.
Do it. What did you? What'd you roll?
Not 20? Yeah.
Nat
good
one.
lord. Not 20 or 1. Not
What?
1.
I
After
Nat
saying I
one
trust
shoots
my dice.
Aurontiros in his other butt cheek. All right.
Vengeance. Kelara, avenge me.
Okay, so that is
You're not
8
dead
points
yet.
of normal damage
Okay.
and 12 points of radiant damage
12 points from
from Divine Smite.
Okay. I need a wisdom save. Remember, you have wisdom save with advantage because of Aurontiros. But I need a wisdom save from Hazeal and Aurontiros. As a spectral Kelara appears
Nat
in
20.
front of you. Nat 20? You're fine.
It's just not scary.
You and Christine are just killing it with the nat 20s tonight. Jeez.
I don't know what's happening. It's this chaotic one that Krista gave me.
It's making up for the other game you were in the other night.
It's the one that gives me the nat 1s, and it's the one that gives me the nat 20s.
Nice.
It's weird.
All right. What'd you get, Aurontiros?
I got 12.
Okay. Is that your
I would
total?
like to use determination.
Okay. Sounds good.
So
So
total's 15.
all right, you're going to be fine. Kelara, your bolt is going to fly in and blaze with holy light as it slams into this draconian. The draconian is going to burn to ash as the holy light strikes it, and behind it is going to be this spectral screaming version of you that's going to let out this kind of a wail that's going to just not scare anybody.
Yeah.
It
Do I
It's-
actually look like that?
You look less creepy.
Okay,
No.
that's good.
Okay.
Only
it
when
is-
you're angry.
All right. It is Levna's turn. Levna's going to turn around, take a step, and go, cool, I can hear myself kill you again. And he's going to roll a, well, that's a 10. That's not enough. The first swing is going to be buffeted off the blade of that Civic Draconian. And then she's going to roll again, and that's a crit. Because she crits on a 19, and we love her. And the holy...
Is she out? Oh yeah, she is out of the silence. Sorry.
She
the
takes a step
map
out of the
has to catch
silence.
up.
That is going to be 6, 12, 18, 21 points of damage to that Draconian. It is still up, just barely, as she brings her blade down on the side of it, lopping off one of its arms. It is going to let out a snarl and take a swing. And is going to manage to hit her with a hurt the more. That is going to be a 2d8. 7, 6, 13, 19 points of damage to Levna. Which means that she still has, okay, minus 14 HP as he slashes her across a bit of the plate in her midsection. Godfrey, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to attack this last Draconian. First one, 22
That's a hit.
for 10 damage.
Okay, how do you want to do it?
Next to... Oh, awesome. I'm going to take its head off.
Okay. All right.
I went for the arm, and I came in with slashed right across the neck and take its head right off.
All right. And as you do, can I get a will save with advantage from everyone within 10 feet of it? So that's going to be Levna, Riz, and yourself.
17.
All right, Levna got a 16.
10.
A 10 with advantage?
Yep.
Okay. So you are going to take its head off, and as you do, it's going to collapse to ash, and you are going to see yourself turn around and shriek at you, holding out a hand to grab your throat, and you're going to become frightened.
Ah!
And with that, the combat is going to end. You're going to stumble back as this creature goes.
Aurontiros, you can drop it now. I'd like to be seen again. You're gonna hear Riz shout.
Hazeal will also drop the silence.
You'll hear "What?" from the other Riz.
Right as other Riz pops up. Oh, that's a good trick.
Just all of these. I'm sorry if you're listening on podcast. So the screaming voices surround you as they shrill deathly into the midday. After about a minute, they will begin to flicker and fade away. Hello? You'll hear from some of the people down in the ditch. We don't want any trouble. Please don't kill us.
Hi.
We're here.
We're here to help.
We're here to rescue.
Fly's gonna lean over and wave.
Oh.
We're the good guys. As long as you're not bad.
No, we're just engineers. We, got taken from some nearby villages. They had us shoring up the foundations. Not really sure why, though. Thanks for the help. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it, man.
Are they chained at all?
They're not.
All right.
Well, we'll be off then. Things to
do you-
do, people to say.
Are you able to get back safely to where you came from?
Look, bro, I'm gonna be 100% with you. I don't even know where the hell we are. But like, sure. I'm sure we could probably find our way out of here. Which way did you all come from? Because they had us kind of in a barracks to the south of here, next to, you know, where they were doing all their planning for this I don't know, whatever the hell they're here for.
Go to the east, you'll find a hole in the wall.
Godfrey, you said you had some water from the aqueduct, right?
Yeah.
So maybe if you all could head back towards the aqueduct, you can find a place to hunker down at least.
That's back to the east? Okay.
Yeah, just over that way.
All right, guys, grab your picks and shovels. We'll at least have something to defend ourselves with then.
What about I'll try and give them the weapons from if any of them had any weapons.
Sure, yeah. The Civac Draconians had serrated longswords, and the Dragon Army officer had a couple of weapons on, like a footman's lance, as well as a heavy crossbow. Thanks. Best of luck to you.
You too. If worst comes to worst, just lay low.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
look
it's been a
out
long-
for the ghosts.
Yeah, you too. What ghost is he talking about? Was that a fucking elf? Yeah, I think so. And with that, they're going to head out of the hole and start making their way to the east. Looking down to the south, you can see the spires of the Temple of Paladine nearby. Do you continue on your quest?
Absolutely.
All right. And I think that's where we're going to take a quick break, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the part of the program where we're gonna talk to you, the chat, for like 5 minutes, because we gotta get back into Dragonlancing. All right, so hey everybody, how's it going? Really excited to be here with you. Very excited because Planescape has almost been entirely cast. I'm just waiting to hear back on one person for the final seat. And then we've got a full game. We're gonna be looking for an artist for that. It's gonna be great. And yeah. I'm pretty stoked, actually. The Fandelver cast has our art done for that. It's real good. And we got so much stuff going on. I'm exhausted. I don't know about you. And I got my copy of Old Gods of Appalachia finally in the mail. So I have to start reading that and figuring out how to run a game and lower my voice the entire time. I was going to figure out what I should wear for that. I'm feeling like denim. Oh, Jen, I don't know if I mentioned this. But plaid, yeah, I could probably get some plaid. I have some plaid. So Jen, for the ASMR videos that I've promised, I'm going to be doing those in August. Hey, welcome on the break. We're going to be hopping back in just a couple minutes. Good to have you. If you want to watch our back episodes, go to our YouTube. Someone type YouTube. Give me the YouTube. My first ASMR video that I'm doing is going to be Nolan.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Did I mention? Okay, I just spent like another $20 on props today on AliExpress.
You mentioned on Radiant on Sunday on the
That's
Patreon.
what I did. So I bought a bunch of magnifying glasses, a black light, another black light because I have one, and then I got a magnifying glass headpiece with like LED lights.
Nice. If I didn't hate ASMR, I would listen.
Right, I know, but you can still appreciate the Nolan's doing it, right? Like,
oh, yeah,
not
absolutely. I just
won't watch
can't
it.
listen to it because I will frenzy.
You'll frenzy. Rawr.
Me too.
I have
Really?
literally almost thrown headphones across the room because of it.
Huh.
It hits me wrong.
I've been linked to things, and it's been like, hey Cal, check out this. You might like this one, and it's heard like nails and like the whispering, and it was like, oh, that feels like schizophrenic like whispers. Like I don't.
That already set me off. Yeah,
It's just right. You hear a little voice that goes, "Kill the president," and you're like, "Yes." I specifically did it like that, Jen, not to set you off.
Thank you, appreciate that.
And we can hear whiny Charlie. Hello, Charlie.
Charlie is so whiny.
He's really
Right,
whiny.
Charles?
It's because his leg's sore. Because I took him out for a walk and
Do you want to come here?
I had him do a bunch of runs and like he was like climbing under logs and stuff, and he's not supposed to do that because he had surgery a few years ago.
Well, it's not so much that, it's just like, yeah, he had surgery a few years ago, but the other leg has not had surgery, and it could go.
Yeah. And he's just old. He's getting old.
Basically, his growth plates didn't form correctly, so.
Because they neutered him at like 6 weeks? 4 weeks?
We got him at not quite 3 months old. Come here. Come here, this way.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
a
pupper.
good boy.
There he is.
We got him at not quite 3 months old, and he was healed from neutering.
So probably 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, which is a bit early. It's supposed to be 6 months, isn't it?
It's actually supposed to be over a year now. They're supposed to be fully grown, fully developed before you do it now.
Which is too bad because he's
until after my dog's second heat.
yeah, because
before
he's
she
a
got
Hulk.
spayed now.
Like he's a tough dog. Like he's a complete jock. But yeah, he's got some weakness. He's got some weak
He'd
knees.
be so
which
much happier if he didn't have the leg problem, because we used to throw balls for him and let him run and chase them, and he was so happy. He was just so thrilled with that, and then we had to stop,
that's,
which was sad.
It's sad. But everybody go like Charlie. Go love him. Do we have anything else that we should chat about?
Extra Life.
Extra Life. Oh my god, guys. What is the game you're the most excited about for Extra Life? Top of your head.
How much?
I'm
did
biased,
he
but
play
I'm
about
running
them?
a game for the first time.
I'm very excited for Cal's game because I want to play. I've wanted to play that game and I've never had a chance yet.
I have a feeling that
Go ahead.
I have a feeling that Robin's game is just going to be that Cards Against Humanity Ferris wheel of death and like windmill of corpses like mixed together.
Yeah.
And like that's what that's going to be like. So that's going to be entertaining. And then the other one that I'm in, I get to beat up Traz.
Oh, fair.
It's like everyone versus Trizalta. It's going to be fantastic.
Fair.
What about
fair.
you, Jen?
Yeah, I don't recall what I'm in because I have been busy with school, which I finished today for this semester, except for the intensive, which is a separate thing, so I don't have to connect it with the stuff that ended today.
I think, Jen, you're in my final game, I think, right?
Probably.
Okay, so you're in the isekai game, which is gonna be dumb as shit. It's gonna be great. So be excited for that one.
I know we had a discussion about possible characters, and I can't remember what I chose, so I have to go back and look.
Ara.
Extra Life was put into a box, and I have to now open that box now that I can.
Box.
You're in my game, Robin, one of Robin's games.
I'm not
Amy's
in. I'm not
game.
in your game, Cal.
He's talking
Oh,
about
I'm
Jen.
talking to Jen, yeah.
Oh, Jen. I thought.
Yeah.
Pay attention,
They
Robin.
came from
We're talking about
Monster
Jen.
of the Week. Yeah, geez.
It's cool.
Rusty sword lesbian.
I'm
It's just-
invisible.
Hey, you
it's
said it like
fine.
you're in my game, Robin. That's what I
Couldn't you
heard.
hear the comma or the semicolon or the
No.
ellipses or the em dash? You can't hear em dashes, can you?
I can hear him.
I can hear em dashes, but I paid way too much money to hear em dashes. No, it's fine. I'm actually excited for Robin's Monster of the Week game though, because I really like that system.
Am I in that one? No.
It's going to be.
Are you gonna mulch us? Are you just gonna put us in a wood
good.
chipper?
It's going to be great.
Okay, cool. That's good.
We're going to burn down everything.
And then we get to keep Christine up all night playing Call of Cthulhu set in ancient Rome.
Yes. Oh, I'm excited for that game.
It's gonna be good. We're gonna have a toga party.
Toga.
I'm gonna
that's cool.
need so many energy drinks. I'm gonna die. It's gonna be awful.
Rip in peace.
Rip in peace. All right. Anything else? So Extra Life's gonna be great. Just show up to Extra Life. Just do it. It's gonna be great. And then be sure to show up as well for this Sunday for another episode of Mage the Ascension Technocracy Zero Sum over on Patreon. If you're not on the Patreon, why aren't you on the Patreon, guys? Like, do it. It's great.
Hey,
We're cool kids
I
over
might
there.
have to plot that. Cool. That's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I know what's happening with Tegan. That's the one thing I do know. Because Robin won't be there.
Yeah, I have my sister's bachelorette that weekend, so I am unavailable this weekend.
Well, I hope you
But
have a
it's
good
cool.
time.
Tegan will be doing something useful.
Oh, good. Well, I like
That will
So-
help.
that.
So
That's good. Good.
So, Heather? Anyone but
No.
Nolan. I was just saying, everybody's
I
useful
said
but Nolan.
something.
Not someone.
Okay.
Heather is a person.
Heather's a person?
Think.
Okay. All right. So, folks, without further ado, let's head back into game. I wanna get some work done on getting you a Dragonlance.
All right, so just
Yay.
warning, Charlie is being very whiny, so I'm half bent over trying to give him a scritch while he lies down right in front of me.
Yeah.
Because he is not shutting up until I give him attention.
Hmm. Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know. I think he's just kind of seeming a bit stiff and sore and just not.
He just wants love.
He's very, very wanting attention and love today. It seems
He's
like. So.
needy. I get needy when I'm hurt too, so I feel that.
Yeah, I think he just needs attention. So
That's fair.
I'm gonna mute and just kind of keep petting him if I can.
That sounds good. Yeah, just pop in when you can. We love him and we want him to feel better.
Yeah, he's lying here between my feet right now. I'm just pushed back a little bit from the desk.
Okay. All right, so let's head back into game then, and you can always pop in once he falls asleep. Okay. All right, let's head back in 3, 2. Hello and welcome back to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. The rest of the walk to the Temple of Paladine is rather uneventful. As you make your way through the city, you can see, well, the Red Dragon Army has been here for a while, and they have left their mark on this place. There are a number of discarded helmets lying around from Red Dragon Army soldiers that have been killed, perhaps ran off. But the Temple of Paladine remains unmolested. As you make your way toward the front, you can see this immense building looming ahead of you. The northwestern district is mostly flooded. Buildings here rise like islands from streets clogged with water and pondweed. Although the streets around the temple are flooded, the structure is atop a hill, which keeps it out of the deepest water, and is probably the reason that the Red Dragon army hasn't bothered to make their way into it. As you head toward the temple, you can see that the water deepens into a broad pond, broken by the roof lines of submerged buildings. An embankment rising just above the water is covered in a cluster of violet-leafed trees. Half-drowned ruins of the temple are visible beyond. A platinum triangle gleams on a leaning belfry. Looking ahead, anybody can give me a religion roll, if they would like.
Do we have to be proficient in religion to
Nope.
roll? Am I still
Oh,
exhausted?
right.
I'm still exhausted, aren't I?
You're still exhausted. You have not taken a short rest. You have not...
Do I
Nine.
get any sort of bonus for like speaking the ancient language?
No.
I got 2.
I don't
Two?
quite believe this, but yet another natural 20.
You will recognize the symbol of Paladine, the platinum triangle.
I will pass that on to the others.
Guess we're in the right spot then.
Good. Do we need to offer something to this? We need to do the like the other place that we went though, the temple. We had to leave coin. Do we have to leave platinum for this dragon? This temple?
Kelara? Levna, maybe? Do you...
I don't know. Why are you asking
I
me?
don't know.
Well, isn't Paladine important for the order?
I mean, he's
Um,
Kiri Jola's dad.
Maybe let's just pay attention when we enter, and maybe it'll be obvious like the other ones, kind of.
Hopefully we
Maybe
won't
not touch anything, just in case.
Yeah, let's just float in.
Well, we can touch the floor, Levna.
Can we?
I don't know.
Well, if Dalamar was
can
here,
you?
he could make some of us fly.
Can we?
Oh, now you want Dalamar here.
But when did I never not want him here?
Oh, I didn't want him around. He was a creepy elf. No offense, he was a creepy type.
He made me fly. I was a flying kinder. It was pretty
mean-
cool.
He was nicer than the other ones he was traveling with, at least.
Yeah, he was nicer than an asshole. Surprise, surprise. All right, well, let's keep going. And as she says that, as you look at the ring of purple leaved trees up ahead of you, everyone here with a passive perception of 18 or higher, so Kelara, Aurontiros, Rizira, what I said before about how the Red Dragon army hadn't made it this far, you realize that that is not factually accurate. For amidst the branches of these trees in front of you, you will notice hints of bodies torn limb from limb among the limbs of the trees, wearing the red and black clothing of the Red Dragon army.
I'm hoping that those trees can discern intention and goodness.
What?
She's gonna point.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. That's new.
Maybe we'll stay away from the trees.
It's there.
A voice will echo on the breeze. Who goes there?
I will.
Travelers?
Godfrey Highvalor.
We're here with a spear? Lance. It's a lance, it's not a spear. We're here to honor Salamar's wishes?
We are the heroes, assembled alongside the priestess of Mishikau, who have come to these lands in order to stop the Red Dragon army.
Make me a persuasion roll, please, Aurontiros. Because of Riz's help, you can roll flat.
All right. Talking to trees, come on. Now's my chance to shine. Persuasion.
Persuasion.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you look ahead of you, as you climb the top of this building, kind of looking at these trees, the trees in front of you stand shoulder to shoulder, forming a violet canopy as they climb this ring-shaped rise around the temple. Sloping stone stairs climb the rise that you stand on. On the other side, you can see stairs that descend into shallow water, and this tree will step forward as you say that. And will look down at you. Heroes, you say, it will say to you in common. What kind of heroes? You come here to visit Paladine with a cleric of his wife.
That we do.
It breathes in, its branches rustling, little petals of purple floating around you. You are touched by Habakkuk. You have been blessed by the Sea Lord.
Is that good or?
You are not here to defile my gardens.
No.
No.
Kelara very, firmly and violently shakes her head no.
I am the guardian of Onyari's gardens. I have endured the fall and the cataclysm. I am Duskwalker, the eternal gardener, protector of the green. These fools. And as it says that, the circle of trees is going to start rattling its branches, and you're going to see these limbs and faces shake like ornaments. And as you are looking up, you're going to see bits of tree growing through decapitated heads, plunging out of mouths and ears.
Definitely not here to disturb the gardens.
Yeah, no,
They-
no, not at all.
They try to use my trees for wood, for their engines, for their fire. Now my plants will enjoy compost. I will continue to kill any invasive species that disturbs my plants. If you do not wish to harm the trees, you may pass.
Thank you.
And the Duskwalker will once again become motionless, just a gorgeous tree amidst so many others.
purple matches my vest. It looks so good. Such a pretty color.
So that right there, that's why the dwarves live under a mountain.
And that right there is why the elves live within the forest.
I knew there was something I didn't like about you. She says that with a smile. It's just kind of like, definitely joking. You smell like trees.
Well, even though it stays still, I'll thank it, the tree, and just nod towards it. Thank you for letting us pass.
It says nothing.
Yep.
Ahead of it, you can see that there is a lake. Inside the ring of trees, the ground lowers, creating a flooded bowl. Here, a roughly triangular temple rises from the water. Its northern side is completely crumbled and useless. Its belfry leaning to plunge into the water like a drinking bird. Its doors, half covered with water, have begun succumbing to rot, but their platinum inlays of dragons still shine. You'll have to head across the lake to get to it.
Rizira's gonna look at Godfrey. Please?
I'll pick Rizira up and put her on my shoulders. But also, just kind of look over at Kelara and just like, any chance you can let us walk across it again?
Oh yeah, that would work too.
Should I waste the spell now? Or should we... Is it like really a lake, or is there a boat, or...
There is no
Do we
boat.
need
It
to?
is a flooded area. So this area, when I say lake, I mean it's about 3 feet of water deep. So Rizira will have trouble, and Hazeal will be up to her chest. But the rest of you will be able to wade through.
It's not
I'll be
too
fine.
bad.
Don't waste the spell.
Okay. Maybe, walk near a couple of us, so if something happens, we can help you.
Sure, yeah. I'll hang out near Levna.
Yep. I gotcha. Let's keep going. All right, so we're just going in. Let's do it. And with
Let's
that,
do it.
you take a step forward. Who's going into the water first? And Riz, you're hopping up on Godfrey?
Yep.
I guess
Uppies.
the two of us then.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you start heading across the water, sludging and trudging across. And I'll just put Riz kind of like on your back like that. The rest of you will start trudging into the water as well. Levna keeping pace with Godfrey. Hazeal kind of at the back. Aurontiros kind of at the top. And as you are making...
I'm hoping to be near Levna, so wherever Levna
You're
is, I'm
right.
hoping to
You're
be...
right behind her.
Cool.
So as you are wandering across the lake, can I please get an initiative roll as suddenly the water is going to start swirling around you. And anybody with passive perception of 16 or higher is not surprised.
And I can't be surprised.
And you can't
I'm
be
very
surprised.
surprised.
Okay. Wow, I really could have rolled better for this. Okay. Well, that is going to be 10 and 10 and 9. And then there, Levna, finally. I mean, you're surprised, but that's still good. All right, there is going to be a sudden swirl of motion as the water is going to begin to form into an elemental, and a fish-faced man is going to rise out of the water, floating on tendrils of wet, and is going to go I'm going to enjoy this. It bubbles at you, and this elemental is going to rise up next to it. Taking a look at initiatives now, we have Robin with Riz at a 27, followed by Levna, of all things, followed by Kelara, followed by Godfrey and Aurontiros, followed by the Merid, then the water elemental, and then Hazeal bringing up the rear. All right, and real quick, who is surprised this round? Passive perception of 16, so Hazeal and Godfrey are surprised, as is Levna. All right, Riz, it is your move. You are going to see them out of the corner of your eye as there is going to be a sudden swirl of motion as these two creatures rise out of the water. What do you do?
Okay. Riz is going to bonus action swipe her cape and Misty Step 30 feet with a bonus action. Action, cast Green Flayed Blade, and attack this.
Okay, sounds good. So you'll pop out of the water. Now you're 3 feet, so you'll be able to attack. So this is going to count as rough terrain for anybody.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking is like she like pops up almost at shoulder height because
you're gonna Naruto attack.
Height. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, go ahead, make me an attack roll.
As she swipes down. All right, that's a 22 to hit.
22 is going to be a hit.
Sweet. Do. 21. 25 points of piercing slash that, and then the water elemental is 5 feet away from him.
Ooh.
So he will get an additional D8.
Of what kind of damage?
Fire, which may not work on water.
Strangely, you would think it wouldn't, but it do.
I'm gonna add my spellcasting modifier to it. Okay, so it's a D8 plus spellcasting. Ooh, I rolled a 7. And what's my spellcasting?
Give it to me.
I'm just scrolling. 10 points of fire damage. To the
10
water
points
elemental.
of fire damage is beautiful.
And then I will use my movement.
Okay.
To back up 15 feet with the 30 feet.
Sounds good. Now here's the question: so spell attacks count for skirmish or for your feet, right? Any type of attack, or does it have to be a melee attack? Does Green Flame count as a melee attack for your...
It says you brandish the weapon, use the spell's casting, and make a melee attack.
Okay, so that means that your feet will work. All right, so Levna is surprised. Kelara, it is your turn. You're going to see this strange fish-faced man rise up and snarl at you. What do you do?
Okay, Levna doesn't move. Excellent. One of them's an elemental for sure, though, right?
Yes.
She is going to step over to be next to Godfrey and Levna, and meta magic twin spell cast protection from evil and good, and specify elementals.
Oh God.
Elementals have a disadvantage to attack them now.
Oh crap.
Also,
okay.
They also have protection against being charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
That's great. That's great.
And that's all I can do.
Thank you. That's awesome.
All right, what were we gonna say, Robin?
Blogg asked a very good question in our private chat about
You were still in the Northern
Habakkuk's blessing.
Wastes. Oh, you're right. So it is not difficult.
Not for us.
That's when traveling though.
That's when I'm just gonna double check that blessing. One sec.
okay.
Mhm.
I might have.
I have when traveling.
Copy it down only point form. So
Yeah.
Habakkuk's blessing.
It's a good-
Habakkuk.
Good question though.
Here's a good question. Habakkuk's blessing. Survival checks. When traveling, you ignore difficult terrain outdoors in the Northern Waste. So it's only for travel distances. It's not for like managing underwater. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So Kelara, Godfrey is surprised by this. So Aurontiros, you're up.
Okay. Did Kalara's turn is finished?
Kalara's
Yes.
turn is
Okay.
finished.
Yeah, so that was a full action on a spell, which I can't do anything else from that. So
Difficult terrain.
Yeah, so that means movement is doubled,
Doubled. Okay.
or movement is halved, I suppose would be the better way to say that.
Right. So I'm approximately. Let's see here. Can I make it to the shore from where I am, or
Yes, you can, just barely.
trudge along to the shore and
All right, so from the side of the shoreline, what do you do?
I don't want to hurt the trees with or a Riz with a fireball.
Ooh, that's yeah, that's problematic.
That's a problem.
Yeah, so if you're a friend to the trees, you can't do it.
I am a friend to the trees.
Okay. So what do you do?
No fireball. Dang. All right. What does this gentleman alongside the elemental look like?
Looks like a giant fish merchant man that's made of swirling water from basically the waist down.
Oh, he's made of water as well?
He looks like he is some type of mystical creature from the elemental plane,
Oh.
but also kind of like a merchant. He's got like this vest. He's very tubby.
All right, let's cast Shatter between them.
All right. Let me just double check. Give me my save DC for that.
Believe it's Constitution. I'll bring it up right now.
I believe it is as well. Okay, that is a 16 from the gentleman, and that is a 14 from the elemental.
All right, so my spell save DC is 16. So is it
Okay.
meet or beat?
It's meet or beat, so the gentleman will pass.
All right.
Unless you use your cutting words to take that down.
That's true. You could use your cutting words to spend a bardic.
Oh, cutting words does, but not silvery barbs, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm learning.
yes.
Ha 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 ha!
You gonna cutting
Zen,
words me?
we're doing great.
Look behind you, fool!
What? What?
Reduces that by 4.
Well, he only needed to have it reduced by 1. Give me damage.
All right. Mighty 3d8.
93
Supersonic damage. 16. Not bad.
That's not bad at all. Okay. That is going to slam into both of them, causing a bit of reverberation through both of them. The water elemental is looking a bit patchier. The other is kind of looking a bit angry. And as you do that, Aurontiros, he is going to glare at you and go, "Get him!" and point the elemental at you, and then is going to pivot around.
Oh, can I use my bonus action?
Nope, because you used it for cutting words, if I'm not mistaken, or is that a reaction?
That's a reaction.
Okay, what's your bonus action?
I'm going to say, no, Rizira, get him! And give Rizira Bardic Inspiration.
All right, that sounds good to me. I am just going to do a thing that is there. Okay, sounds great. With that, he is going to surge downward and is going to go, I'm gonna get you, and is going to point a finger directly at Levna and Hazeal. I believe I can draw a straight line through Levna and Hazeal and Aurontiros from this angle. So I need a dex save from each of us.
And if I'm surprised, does that do anything?
If you are surprised, you can't act, but you can still try to make a dex save.
Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure if there was like disadvantage or anything on that.
I don't believe so. Off the top of my head.
17.
Not from you. It doesn't go through you, Godfrey.
Oh, okay. Darn.
I'm sorry. I next time I will. How's that?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, Levna failed.
So did Hazeal probably.
Suppose I rolled a nat 1. Oh, I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
You're
I'm
lucky. You're lucky.
I'm lucky.
Thank you for remembering that.
23.
That's better. Okay, Hazeal and Levna, please both take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, cool. I got a 10, by the way. I'm pretty sure that failed, so.
That fails. And Aurontiros, you're going to take 9 points of damage as a jet of water is going to fire out of his finger and lance through all three of you.
Do we still have the temp HP from motivational speech if we didn't lose it?
If you didn't lose it, that lasts for 1 hour, if I'm not... Right?
I'll double check, but I think it's only 1.
Yeah, it's an hour.
It's an hour. It would be gone by now, because I
Okay.
did say it took more than an hour to make that walk. So that is going to be now the water elemental's turn. The water elemental is going to go blub, 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 as it does, and is going to. Oh, man, it's. Oh, you know what it's gonna do? You know, he pointed. You hurt my feelings. So he's going to go and swim over, or like sail over to you, and is gonna slam you, Aurontiros. Come on and slam.
Come on and slam. If you want a jam.
I have a 24 and a 26.
Oh. Those are both of his attacks, huh?
Yep. You can use lucky, and you can use silvery. Oh, you can't use silvery barbs because you used your reaction.
I cannot.
You can nat.
Well, they're not crits, so
They're not C crits.
they're not C crits.
Okay. That is going to be the first one is going to crank you in the face for 16 points of bludgeoning,
Not crank.
and the other is going to smash you right in the elf gut. And that is going to be for a total of 19 points of bludgeoning. As it goes... I just inhaled some spit. 1 sec. The water elemental's coming after me, guys.
The water elemental knocks Aurontiros motionless into the trees. I'm down. I'm at neg.
All right. And Aurontiros is down. Hazeal, you are surprised. Top of the initiative, Riz.
I would like to do one thing, which I know I can do, because even though I'm surprised. What the fuck? And then I'm done.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right.
beautiful.
Riz, you're up.
Okay, so, perfect. Bonus action. Oi! Hey, you slimy tuna, over here! Can you make me a wisdom save, please? As I taunt you.
Nobody cares about you, short round. The 22.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Oh, yeah, it was 15. Okay, fine.
Oh, probably 21.
All right. Well, then, let's rinse and repeat. And I will take out and kiss.
Do you have enough movement? Are you going to use your bonus action to dash through the water? Because it's rough terrain.
Right. No, I use my bonus action to taunt. Fuck, I forgot about that. Fuck,
Yeah,
I
because
wouldn't have taunted.
you're 35 feet.
I would have. Fuck. Damn, I forgot about that. Damn it. Here's why I've not done that. Fine. I will take out my hoopak and swing a bolt at it.
All right, give it to me.
Ugh. To reflect my poor mood towards that, my dice have also does a 13 hit.
You know, strangely, it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay.
So your bolt
That's
is going to
Riz's turn.
fly at the creature, and he's going to make an obscene gesture with one of his hands.
Rizzo, I guess, will still move the 15 feet.
Sounds good. All right, you'll start dashing down. It is Levna's turn. Levna is going to take a look at this and go, "Can you breathe?" And she's going to pull Hazeal up a little. You good?
Yep.
Okay, and then she's going to push through you over to the elemental. Hey, wet boy. Okay, that's one hit. And that's a crit. Keeping her greatsword out, she's going to make 2 attacks and roll a lot of 1s. Okay, first attack is going to be 9, 13 points of damage. Second attack is going to be 2, 3. Oh, the crit was awful. That is 6 plus. Okay. All right, so she's going to slam into this for 23 points of damage with 2 slashes. And unfortunately, it is looking like it's actually pretty comfortable with being slashed. As the blade goes right through it twice. Crap. Aurontiros, if you die... Yeah, he's unconscious. Fuck it. Kelara, you're up.
Okay, so I think if I take the time to go around it, rough terrain is double, right?
Yeah, movement is halved here.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, movement is halved in the water.
Okay, but if I use my action to full move, I could probably make it to Aurontiros by skirting around the elemental, right?
Yes.
I think I can do that.
Yep, and then you use healing word or something?
Yeah, because it's a bonus action.
You know, you can use healing word at range, right?
Yes, but I can't use a lot of other stuff at range.
Oh, okay.
So I can do the initial, but that only gives him, like, next to no hit points, so...
Okay,
it's only
sounds
D4.
good. So pivoting around the way, you're going to avoid the elemental's range, and go ahead, give me that that D4.
So it's going to be 8 total, because it adds my wisdom modifier.
Okay, Aurontiros, you have 8 hit points as Kelara.
So, this is the first time I've been down. There's no such thing as negative hit points.
There's not in this
right?
edition.
Okay, so 8. Thank you.
Not a problem. You are going to suddenly come to with Kelara over you.
Oh,
All right. And Godfrey or Aurontiros, who's up?
After you, I was surprised.
am I dead, or is the battle as he kind of wakes up and sees the elemental still right
Kalara's
there.
just prodding him. Get up!
I'm up. Ooh. I suppose if I move away from this fella, he might smack me.
He might. He's pretty slappy.
But what I will do is, using a bonus action, I will Misty Step. 30 feet further north into the orchard.
All right. Sounds good to me. All right, so Misty stepping into the orchard, you're going to vanish in a puff of logic and reappear, what, to the north, kind of?
Along the water, but to the north edge of the coast. That makes
Sounds
sense?
good. All right, go ahead and move up there. Godfrey, you're up. What do you do?
I'm gonna move forward and kind of over to a little bit and use 20-foot move, and then I'm going to hold off this guy and a little bit and just start attacking.
All right, bring it to me.
All right. 19.
19 will hit.
Nice. All right. Nice. So let's make that 16. Yeah, 16 points of damage. That'll just be a normal hit. And then second attack is going to be, wow, that's low. That's going to be a 16.
That's going to be a miss.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to shield bash this guy.
All right.
So give me a opposed athletics. And what do I have? I'm going to use my determination on this. So that's going to be a 25.
A 25. So this is athletics. That's going to be a 25.
I think. Oh,
It's meter beat, so I guess it's contested.
meter beat. Awesome.
So, well, but it's a contested roll, right? So,
I'm actually not.
I think the
quite...
tie always goes to the defender.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That works.
so you're going to smash into it, and he's actually going to hold back against your impressive might.
I'm going to use cutting words on this bugger.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm still up. 4.
Okay, so you're going to, what do you do? That knock him prone?
Yep, knock him prone. And
Okay, so
then
you're going to
action
knock him
surge.
down into the water?
And then I'm just going to start hacking on him while he's on the water.
Action
with
surge?
Advantage now. Action surge. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
All right. So that'll be a 19.
That's going to hit.
And this time I'm going to make it a menacing attack. So an extra damage, and I need a DC 16 wisdom save from him.
Okay.
So that'll be 17 damage.
Okay, that's only a 12 on my wisdom save.
All right, if he can be frightened, he is now frightened of me.
Okay, how much damage was that?
until my
17?
next turn. 17.
Okay.
And the last one is going to be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
For
And you're rolling with
15
advantage,
damage.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Not the
So-
greatest rolls.
So hacking into him, you're going to just be continuously spilling his blood, which actually flows out of him like thick water.
Stay away!
All right.
That's it.
It is his turn now. He is going to... Oh boy, he's got disadvantage to try to hit you. And he's afeared.
So he can't move closer to me.
He can't move closer to you. Yeah. Okay. He is going to stand up as his action, and he's got. Is it worth it? So he has disadvantage because he's frightened of you, and you have elemental shielding.
Yeah, so disadvantage on attacks made by elementals against Godfrey or Lepna.
He is going to, actually, he's not going to stand up. Lying in the water, he's going to look up at you and go, "Ah!" And he's going to dissolve into gas. And a cloud is going to begin to start moving north.
Quick, Godfrey. Start breathing it in.
All right, the
did
water
cloud-
elemental's turn.
Did the cloud go through me?
Yes.
That's moving towards me.
Oh, fair. Then he will go up and over you. Or around you? Around you.
Through you.
He'll go over this way. All right, the water elemental is going to turn and look at Levna and is going to take a step through Levna and come up between Levna and Hazeal and is going to erupt out of the water. I need both of us to make me a strength save. Are you kidding me?
This isn't like a magical effect, right? Just checking.
It is... No, it is not. It is...
Okay.
Sadly.
No, that's fine. Just thought I'd check. Ooh, that is an 18 on the die for a 21.
That is great. I'm just double checking whether or not Levna gets advantage on this. Advantage on initiative rolls. Nope. That's too bad. Because I rolled a 2. So that is going to be... so, Hazeal, you're going to pass. Levna is going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. You're going to take 6. Oh, she's looking pretty rough. And she is now grappled and restrained and unable to breathe as water surges in your space, and she begins drowning in this column of water. You are fine from this.
That's good.
Yep.
Did Levna get advantage?
No.
She did not. She did not, unfortunately. All right. Hazeal, it is your turn.
I hope I'm able to do this. I think I am, but I'm going to say something cool anyway, which is just enough of this, and I want to dispel the water elemental.
Interesting. I mean,
I don't know if I can.
well, I tell you what. Go ahead and let me just check something real quick, because normally I would say no, but there is something here that actually says maybe.
Oh, interesting. I was just hopeful.
Any spell of
I can do.
3rd level.
If it's higher than 3rd level, I roll.
If it's summon elemental, it's a 4th level spell.
So it's conjure elemental. So it's conjure elemental is a 5th level. So yes, I need you to make me a dispel roll. So it's DC 15.
That is a 16 on the die.
Okay. And normally, if the elemental had just been here, no, but the elemental was summoned right before the fight using Conjure Elemental. So it does count.
Yes!
Okay, the elemental dispels out of reality, and Levna starts vomiting water into the pond, going,
You good?
gives you a thumbs up. All right, anything else you're doing on your turn?
No, I think that's good.
That's pretty great. I'm pretty impressed, to be honest. I'm
Me
surprised
too.
that...
I'm surprised that worked too, but I had to risk it. It was either that or counterspell. I would have tried counterspell if it had just appeared, but I didn't have a reaction at that point.
Is this dispel magic?
Yes.
Yep.
Magical secrets might be coming soon, and I
Dispel
Yeah.
magic is great.
monkey see, monkey do
And
with
not only
Aurontiros.
that, it's my free use of dispel magic.
Oh, God damn it. All right, top of the initiative then. We've got Rizira.
Uh-huh. Damn it. The guy keeps running away. It's quite rude.
Yeah, sorry.
Get back here and let me stab you.
Oh, you. Mm.
He's also gaseous right now. He's in gassy form.
So I can't.
He
hit
had
him
all
when
you
he
could eat
has me?
ribs.
You, shut up.
So I can't make an attack at him when he's.
He is
gassy?
no, he is specifically, he is a cloud. He is transformed into a misty cloud for the duration.
Okay. Riz will. So. From her. Oh, that's 20 feet. 15 feet's there. Okay. Riz is gonna move her 15 feet. And then she is holding her action to throw her, or not throw. She will use her hoopak. If he turns corporeal and hittable. Riz
Sounds
is holding
good.
her action for him.
I'm gonna spend a hurt them more to advance my initiative to the top. And you can go ahead and give me that hoopak, because he will rematerialize on the shore.
Cool. That is a 22 to hit.
That is a hit. You're gonna crank him.
Cool. Quank. Twing. Cocked.
And you do get a sneak attack on this?
Bones cracked.
Yes.
Oh, did I crack when I did that?
Yeah.
Sorry. I've been...
I'm a weirdo. I don't like ASMR, but I do like the sound of bones cracking.
You're the
Thirty
bone
This is
cracker.
Cal
Wow.
speaking, not Aurontiros.
Bludgeoning
Same, yeah.
damage.
32. All right, you're gonna crank him in the head, and he's going to let out a stupid thunder, and is going to raise a finger. And you guys are all in a line. I need all of you to make me a dex save, please.
Have I used my... Dang it. Have I?
Use your what?
My reaction?
Yes, you use cutting words.
Oh, he went to the top of the order.
Yep,
Because of
I used to hurt them more.
Gotcha.
All right, let's do it. Ooh, I rolled well this time. Okay, so looking at the initiative, I have Hazeal with a 7. I have everybody else with a 16 plus. I have Levna with a nat 1.
Oof.
Okay. That
No,
means
Levna, use my lucky.
you can't. Okay, so Levna is going to get a nat 1. Levna's going to take 50 points of damage. And is going to be launched and bounced against the side of the building. Hazeal, you're going to take 25 points of damage and are going to be pushed through Godfrey. Godfrey, I need another dex save to not be knocked over by Hazeal. Actually, make me a strength save. It'll be a strength save.
Oh, strength save. All right, that's better. That will be a dirty 20.
Okay, so you will be hit by Hazeal, but she will kind of like bounce off the side of you and slam into the building. She is knocked prone. Levna is unconscious. And everybody else succeeded because the DC was 16. You're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I will take
will-
nothing
I
because
will
of
also take
vision.
nothing, because Shield Master.
Okay. All right, so you'll just kind of get behind it, and you'll kind of brace yourself as this jet of water slams into it, including a dwarf that goes bank off the side of it like a speeding car. Okay.
Rizzen just like matrix dodges under the water and comes back up. Just like, too short.
Okay. Levna is in death saves. Kelara, you're up. What do you do?
Does this thing seem like it's native to this plane?
Probably not.
I think Kalara's gonna turn, drop protection against evil and good, and I've had enough of you. Banishment.
Okay.
Please make me a charisma save.
A charisma save?
Yeah.
I like that the more charming you are, the better you are at staying in different planes.
I have a 15.
Fucker is banished! You had to hit 16! And if I can hold it for a minute, he goes to his home plane and stays there.
All right. He
And
vanishes.
since I dispelled the water elemental,
All right.
Ah, yes!
All right. He vanishes in a puff of, hey, wait, no! Or sorry. As he goes back to his home plane, hopefully, for a little bit. At this, Kelara, that is your turn. Are you doing anything else?
I am going to use my movement to try and run through this water to get to Levna, so that
Okay.
I can spare the dying her,
Okay. All right.
which will be next turn.
Okay, let me just roll to see if I botch my death save. Okay. Rushing back over toward Levna. Is anybody else doing anything?
I think I'm getting out of the water because fuck this water.
Okay.
I think Kalara's going to try and, like, communicate to the others. Okay, I have to hold that for a minute. Don't let anything hit me.
I will try and be on guard.
Okay.
And then
you
that
head
should
over.
stay him gone.
You head over and you spare the dying.
Yeah. So I will spare the dying and then start working on healing.
Okay.
Which I will probably call across to Aurontiros to come over and anybody else who's hurt, which to start make them all stand there for 10 minutes in prayer of healing it.
Oh my god, no. Riz is like, this is the worst thing for her because she's not even hurt. So she's just like, I want to go in the temple.
Sit down.
Of course, you
That is
sit
so
down and you
hurt.
start drowning immediately. Blah, 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 blah.
Sit on something higher than that.
Okay.
Let's go to the shore.
Sit like on Aurontiros.
So go ahead and give me the healing. What do you got?
23 hit points.
Okay.
So I had to go count up what my various like life stuff gives it.
Levna's gonna sputter back to consciousness and go, oh, am I dead? Am I dead? I'm dead, aren't I? I'm not dead.
Levna can also take a short rest too in that time.
No, she's unconscious the whole time.
Oh.
No, you're not that lucky. You're still stuck with me.
Could have been worse, I guess. Let me catch my breath. I'll catch my second wind. Hold on. Oh boy. You see how hard that thing squirted at me? Not a word.
What?
Not a word.
What? What? Why did you point at me?
Just, I know you're... Did we kill it?
I think Kelara made it disappear.
Did we do a short rest by any chance?
You could have short rested during that time.
I will sing the song of my people and
Tra-la-la.
add the Song of Rest, which is a mighty D6.
All right, so everybody who wants to
Take
do
a
any
little bit,
healing except for Levna, because she was unconscious during that.
And I was casting during that, so.
Yeah, so everybody else, though, can take a short rest to bandage themselves.
Riz will go not in the temple, but Riz is just gonna snoop around for 10 minutes because she's not hurt at all.
Okay, sounds good.
Does she find anything in like the water or the garden?
Can you make me an investigation check?
Mm-hmm. At disadvantage because I am exhausted. It's a 7 plus 7 is 14.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor? Roll me a d4.
Sure. 1.
1. You're gonna find 10 steel coins on a longsword dangling from a corpse in one of the trees at a low enough height you can reach it without having to climb.
Nice.
So you'll
Should
end
probably
up.
leave the longsword.
So what you're gonna do is over as Kelara's casting this in the corner of the screen, you're gonna see like Riz like jumping up, trying to grab this like sword belt and purse that's dangling out of this tree from this like disembodied corpse, and then eventually he's gonna be like swinging back and forth on it like a rope swing as she likes trying to pick its pocket.
Yeah.
And then the belt's gonna snap, and she's gonna fall on her butt, and it's gonna be a thing in the background, told in stop motion. All right, and with that, you all are going to feel yourself be healed a bit by the power of faith. I'm good to go if you guys are.
Yeah.
Ready.
That one hurt.
That was the closest to death that I've ever come.
Don't worry. You're still young. You're only 500.
Give or take a couple hundred years.
Oh, so you could be 700.
Oh, yeah. Good
All right,
point.
are we ready to go inside and do the thing?
Yes.
Is
thank you for
Rizira on the
waiting.
side like
Oh, yeah.
vibrating with wanting to get in here?
Oh yeah, Riz is like total manic kid energy right now. She's just like, she's like pointing at like a watch and just like, come on, come on.
What language is that?
Yeah,
Some
to
sort
the
of-
sundial. You, come on. You know how the sundial goes.
I don't.
How does that work if it's not in the same? Never mind.
All right, let's do it.
After you, Riz.
Okay, Riz will push through the door.
The doors fall apart as you push on them, collapsing inward. Murky water covers a triangular chamber. To the east, this large hall narrows to a raised area with an altar. The north side is a tangle of fallen beams and stones, and the south side holds a pair of doors, but it's the eastern side that catches your eye. That raised chamber. For there, stone steps rise from the water to a dry platform bearing a triangular stone altar. Sculpted reliefs near the altar depict platinum dragons in majestic poses. You've made it here to the Temple of Paladine, which is where we're going to pick up next time, here on Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I hope you had a good time. Did you guys have fun tonight?
Oh yeah.
You did it!
Yeah.
You made it to the Temple of
I
Paladine!
forgot. Aurontiros was the only one that took damage in that other, like a lot of damage in the other fight. So I'm like, oh,
Levna took quite a bit too. She was
right,
going
yeah.
into that fight with like not very many hit points.
Because I didn't take any. I was just like too far away in that first fight to get in there. I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riz,
I'm
Cal casting invisibility on Riz meant like Riz took no damage either of these
Yeah.
fights.
I'm just glad that dispel magic worked, because that was my consolation prize for being surprised and having a stupid low initiative, because my
pretty
dice
cool
hate
though.
me.
I
It was
thought that
super
pretty
good.
Cool. You
It's good.
both.
Yeah, if that hadn't
Banished
worked,
them.
I was planning to reach in and cast Freedom of Movement on Levna, which, even
nice.
if underwater,
Oh, cool.
does it. 'Cause
Yeah,
a
it's
fourth
pretty
level,
great.
So.
All right. So, folks, thank you so much for tuning in and for enjoying this episode of Dragonlance. Please visit our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games for some great dice where you can use code DorkTales to save 10% off your purchase. They got so much stuff there, guys. Please check them out. Also, a big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/dorktales. I need to do a big thank you to our divine producer, my mom. Hi, Mom. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I will be seeing you in a couple months, and we'll be running the first game of Fandelver from your house, which will be weird, but good. To our demonic producer, Precarious, thank you so much for being with us, Breck. You can check out Precarious over at his stream, twitch.tv/Precarious, Friday nights, where he runs for quite a few members of the Dorktales team. And you can enjoy him over on our Patreon, where he's going to be in an upcoming Alien game of ours. Thank you. Oh, yes, of course. And our world builder. I forgot because Soul just joined the world builder tier again. So thank you so much to Soul Omen, our world builder. Jay, the maker of monsters, thank you for being there and building worlds yet again. It is wonderful to have you back there. Sorry. Thank you so much. I forgot. You just changed back to that today. And welcome back. It's good to have you. I can imagine there's some particularly evil things brewing in your brain, as usual. A big thank you to our Wizards of the Patreon as well. That is going to be Tammy the Forever Cleric, Ink Goblin, and Eddie Isaacs. And of course, to our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, Buddy, Amberthist, Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Chef Aladeth, Larook, Sorcerer Sanguine, Mike Baxter, and Kalin Whitebeard. Thank you all so much for your support. If you want to join them and get an additional 6+ games a month, as well as tons of podcasts and additional features, go to patreon.com/dorktales. For as little as $5 a month, you can keep the lights on here. It is not very much money to you, hopefully, but it is a lot for us. Thank you so much for everything, and we will see you next time here on Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Good night, everybody.